he wanted to start, so
Looks like he was running
it's
out
good,
of
man.
patience.
Hey, and we're live. We're at the Pinball Asylum for the 8th annual
Pinball.
8th annual
That's right.
Pingolf. Come on, get up in here and centered with us. We got Jeff Palmer up here.
Jeff's playing Jackpot.
I like Jackpot. It's all about the plunge on the Jackpot.
And this group is Jeff, who's a high seed in the group, who's number 4 in the seeding. Vince, David Miller, and Scott Kakavis.
I need to see about my game going. Yeah, I really like if you don't hit that visor, then it is hole and left ramp pretty much.
Yeah. Or the hole right there. Which, if you know the cheat, you can do pretty well.
Yeah.
You can double or nothing it sometimes. How did you think the day went overall?
No, I mean the games felt like they played. Really good. I think the objectives were certainly fair. There were a lot of
I'm sorry, dude.
good objectives,
Good to go there like that.
and they were pretty fair. So if you get a good rip at it, you can get it going. I think what was the objective for this game? Is that what we're playing for this?
500 million.
500, so
Yeah,
half
so
a billy.
It's easily made not easily, but you can make a hole in one on this game.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think all the holes are pretty hole one-able. I did think the interesting rule twist was always 5 balls. Even if it is a tilt ends game, we still get 5 balls in.
That's right. Yeah, so we had tilt ends game on Slick Chick and Jack's Open, so you can actually tilt and end the game and restart it after you write your score down.
Yeah, that was an interesting because Slick Chick, I like to give it a little bump. I don't really have many tools in that toolkit. I don't really have many tools.
Unless you're bumping it around, right?
Am I up? I'm up. Wish
Okay.
me luck. Jump
All right.
on in and let them know how it's going. You can see, slide over. There you go.
Yeah, I think we're doing pretty well here. We've got all 4 groups starting out here, A, B, C, and D. I can tell you who's in. We got first group. Group A is Shannon, Stafford. Larry Hendricks is a local asylum inmate here. We got Dr. Frank, who just left the booth. We got Fred. And Group B, we've got Jeff Palmer, of course, playing the game you see on the screen. Vince Jellermine, another great player here in Florida. David Miller, who you see right now playing. And Scott Kakavis, who's another local asylum inmate, also a board member of the Pinball Asylum. Group C, you've got Brian Dominy, longtime pinball great, played at the asylum since the very beginning. You've got John Moschella, who's fairly new to us. I think this is his 2nd or 3rd tournament here. You got Quincy and Adam. And Group D, you've got Dan Coyle, the great Dan Coyle, the great David Paz, Tristan Stafford, a young guy who's showed us how to play, and Sean Purslow, who's another local guy that's a good player. So yeah, it's a good matchup. It was pretty tough. I think we had right around 42, 43 players, and the scores were tough. It was tough to get in. It really was. Anyway, this game looks like it's playing pretty well for these guys. We got very, very close to the hole-in-one for David Miller. He probably has it. If he doesn't tilt, he probably's got it in bonus. This game can really be brutal, as you probably know, and this particular copy of the game actually came from Papa, and when it came to the asylum, we did not change the settings at all. So it's still set up the way it was in Papa. You've got a lot of rubbers are taken off, including the center post, and makes the game a little tougher, but he's got it. He got a hole-in-one. Nice job, David Miller. Next up, we got Vince Jellermine, the winner of the state championships last year, 2023. Great player, very serious competitor. Comes to the Asylum quite frequently. Held a tournament with his girlfriend Sandra. The first EM only tournament we had at the Asylum. Very much appreciated tournament by everybody. Got a lot of positive feedback on that one. Going for the plunge, and I don't think he quite did what he wanted to do there, but he's got the ball in the flipper. And how are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
It's me.
I'm
here too.
You're not playing in the finals, so what
I'm
happened?
not beef to booth. You know, I started strong and kind of faded at the end. Had a good time.
We got Jeff Palmer up again, and again, sorry for the lack of how would you say that? Oh, Jeff.
This bad boy is askew, baby.
Yeah, it's a little askew, but
That's
the
on
players
me. You all know that.
just decided to start the game without letting us set
Yeah,
it up properly.
this is actually very far from where the booth is, so I had no chance to see it.
Now you got Scott Kakavis up here. He's a local guy, Asylum inmate, Asylum board member, good player. He runs hot and cold, but today he was playing hot, playing well. He was in my group, and he got some great hole-in-ones and some nice scores.
I wouldn't got away from him.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
This game played mean. The rubbers are off the dividing rail between the in lane and the out lane.
Yeah, I was just saying this game
Caught a lot of people.
This game came from the original Papa facility, and when it got here, we kept it exactly preserved the way Papa had it. So that's why all the rubbers are off.
Nice.
You got Keith Elwin made some giant win on this 15 years ago in Papa. All right, got Vince back up. He's got a lot of ground to make up here on the second ball. If anybody can do it, I'm sure Vince can.
Interesting to see where it goes.
Oh,
Oh, it goes out the right out lane.
no ball save on this puppy.
So that was not the plan.
Yeah.
It's too bad. I'd like to see it make a flipper choice on it.
All right, Jeff is
Jeff's
little
one of my
over.
favorite players. I just want to say that for the
Yeah.
record. But, Jeff.
He's a little over halfway there, so he's got a good chance of getting on this ball. Here we go. Trying the cheat code there. Nice. 25 million. He's not going to go for the double or nothing. I notice most of the good players don't go for the double or
See
nothing.
that hungry.
Yeah.
So hungry. Without the rubbers there, and
Yeah.
there'd probably be a little bounce, you know, a little bit of motion in the machine to be had, but without the rubbers, it doesn't do anything anyway. So.
Okay, Scott. Like to see Scott get in some low points on this one. High points on the game, but low points on the Pingolf score. Yeah, Scott's originally from Pittsburgh, where, of course, Papa was situated, where Papa's coming back. Pinberg's coming back. And, bad luck there.
So you're up right now? Oh,
Is Harlem supposed to be off?
Sorry?
Is Harlem supposed to be off? Harlem Globetrotters?
No.
Okay, I'll turn it on just so people think no, it's on.
Yeah, I think Vince turned it off, or somebody turned it off just because no one's playing for a while. Maybe give it some rest to the finals here. We need 18 more games out of all these games before the big move.
Let's see what Vince can do here. Double danger, double danger. There we go, he's got the slot machine. Could be valuable. Collect bonus. Oh, looks pretty good to me. 16 million. Still got a long way to go though.
Never.
Yeah, as Omar mentioned, this is actually the last tournament in the old Asylum 1.0. After this, we move to the new facility. We'll be there next month. And same Asylum, just different space. Been 12 years in this space. A lot of great memories here, a lot of amazing tournaments. But the new place is going to be different, but I think you guys are going to love it. So hopefully you get down here, you're going to be able to check it out.
I've seen it
I'll
today.
double check.
Had the fortunate opportunity to walk through it, and it looks fresh and clean and new, and it looks like it's got space for everything that you need to. Obviously, there's gonna have to be a paring down,
Yeah.
but
We're going to have a few less games, and I think we'll still be okay with 70, 75 games.
yeah, we'll have to struggle through with 70 awesome, rare games in fabulous condition. Somehow we'll carry on, huh?
We'll make it. We'll make it through.
12 years is basically my entire lifespan.
All right, let's see what Scott
You
can
cash
do.
in for $30 million. I agree. Get the meat.
Yep.
I think they need 500,000 on this.
Yep,
You know,
500.
I didn't get so many keynote squares. That's crazy.
Nice, Scott.
And I think that shot is going to get a lot closer. Control.
So close yet so far.
Oh, 2X. It's not bad.
Yeah.
I don't think I got him there, though.
Nope.
No.
Not quite. So this will be
And
plunged out.
David Miller's plunged out already. So hopefully I will be directed to a machine that's closer to the television here, and with Dave in the booth instead of Frank, I can get a good read on what's straight on the rig, so we don't have to watch Pinball all day long.
And you can also see one of the webcams on the side.
We
there.
travel pretty far to get here, and the gantry takes a beating on the way.
Yeah.
Kind of just throw everything in the van
Yeah, you
and
guys
head on out.
have a great mobile setup.
You guys have to make like a 3-hour trip down here?
It's about 3 hours for us.
Yeah, because you're coming from Lakeland to Fort Myers.
Yeah.
All right,
and,
let's see what Vince can do here. He's got
I think Finn's probably going to get his
got-
goal.
he's got a ways to go. About halfway there.
Looks like
Little
he's
over
not
halfway.
frustrated. That helps a lot.
Look of concentration on his face.
Vince is always
Serious.
like, very, cautious
Serious player. Call him Dr. Pinball. I know we have Dr. Frank, or Professor Pinball.
The new doctors in town.
Professor Pinball.
Oh, you nailed it. All right, a little bit of pause to get them
Okay, locks-
eyeballs,
locks
eyeballs
ready.
open.
Lock's ready.
Backhand to the left. Looks
Yep.
good.
Whipping out the handkerchief.
Those balls were doing exactly what they were supposed to in that visor.
Once you
all
got them
day
both
long.
locked, you're pretty much going to be there. With 340 in the bank, you're
He's
gonna
not going for the
Comes another
soft.
backhand.
hit the 500 easily if he can make this shot.
Nice.
Yeah, I
got
think
it.
he's probably got this in the bag then.
So let's see what he does. All he has to do really is pop it back in there one time, and I think he's pretty much got it.
One.
Here's one.
One more.
Very
Oh,
close. Oh,
jeez. Well, he
shit.
should get a good
He'll have it in
Sad.
bonus. Yeah, he'll
he's
have it in
got it.
bonus. Yeah. Yep, he's got it. Okay. So he took a 5 on that.
That's
right?
a 5, really?
Yep,
Man.
it's a 5.
No,
I'm sorry,
it
that's a
can't be
4.
because Jeff
4.
wouldn't be playing.
Correct.
Jeff's on ball 5 now.
Correct. This is a 5. This is a 5th ball. Jeff really wants this. He's got to have it. He's close. But taking a 5, oh man,
I mean,
that's not pretty.
so yeah, there's no rubber on that center post either.
Yep, correct. Just the way Keith Elwood
Just
liked
the way
it.
Pablo wanted it.
All right, Scott again. He's close. He needs this one. I think he might be there. We're very close to there. Oh, very close.
Well, it was 21, so if he collects it again, then he's got it.
He's got it. Yep, he's got it. Nice. All right. That one that David got is going to really go a long way. I mean, you got, what, 2 people with 5s?
Well, yeah, and you got 18 games, and some of these games are difficult to influence the ball. So you know you're going to get some 7 or 8 somewhere on there, and it's nice to average that stuff out. I would say that, you know, if you're planning on advancing in this golf tournament, you're going to need a lot of 2s and 3s. So those ones feel good. They feel any ones today, Dave?
Are they, do you know where they're
Just a
going?
couple.
Are they done?
I would have liked to have gotten more, but I did get a couple.
All right, I'm going to work with Vincent on
Okay.
a break move. I'll be right back.
See if you can get Todd over here. He said he wanted to
right.
jump in. Hey, Todd, you want to jump in over here?
I can't wait. It's going to be so exciting.
Here's Todd Baxter. This might be his debut on
This
the
is.
pinball stream, but
Thanks for having me.
this is the best-looking man on the pinball side.
That's right. And the camera takes 10 pounds off. So I'm still at 260.
Todd's a board member here at the Pinball Asylum and probably one of the hardest working guys I've ever met.
Thank you.
He gets a lot done, man. He's good. He's not a bad pinball player. He's okay.
That's okay.
He beats me most of the time, so it can't be that bad.
I tell you, that jackpot was rough over there.
It was. That was a tough game.
I was watching it live, and that was rough.
guys. Take care.
Thanks for
Take
coming.
care.
Thank
See
you.
you, man.
y'all.
Yeah,
Drive
that,
safe.
that number one that Miller got is
Ooh, that's
gonna
impressive
go-
after-
that's going to go a long way.
After
Because
you see what
you got
happened with
2
the
other
other
guys got 5s.
Yes.
And Vince got a what? You got a 3, Vince? 4.
4,
Vince
yeah.
got a 4. So you had a 1, 2 5s, and a 4. Yeah.
Brutal out there.
It's nice job, David Miller.
Can I make it better? That's better.
It's beautiful.
I can work with that.
Are we going to move games here? Or what?
Yeah, we're waiting for Vince to decide.
They're choosing.
He's the decider.
So they're choosing. They're still finishing Led Zeppelin.
So be in there to say when you pick. Tell them people not to go to that game right away and give me a chance to.
And that
Nice.
David,
Thanks for all
that-
your hard work.
that jackpot. Did you mention that it was the Pinberg?
Yes.
You know, with
Yeah,
no
we
rubbers on there.
We discussed that twice,
Yeah.
yeah. It's
Yeah, it's a brutal setup.
pretty good.
David made it look easy. He did. David was
Nice guy.
confident.
Nice job, David.
David Miller's been hot. You know, so.
Running hot.
The
Yeah, but
odds-
you know how that
No,
goes.
you've been hot. Dude.
You can hop on the
Don't
next
try
game and I
play
get a
coy
6.
Early, you know, and it's not going to work. Man. You've been hot.
Just make sure nobody chooses Slick Chick, because that thing is a death trap.
Are we doing our auction? When's that coming?
Oh gosh, I think we're getting up to the last 20 minutes of the auction.
Ooh, I gotta check it. I gotta see. There's a couple things I've bid on.
Take a look. Take a look. That's good. I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah,
I still win in one. But the price is
Is that
still
one of the
very
bid items here?
affordable.
Is this one of the bid items? This flamethrower?
That is not. We just received that yesterday.
yeah. So Little Shop at Games gift certificate worth $250. That's still at $145.
That's crazy.
That's a heck of a deal. Somebody should jump on that. The Quicksilver Whitewood Playfield's right behind me. $125. That's a great deal. What else we got here? The host a private event at the Pinball Asylum for up to 25 people has not made reserve. It's
That's
at
a deal.
$275. So you could have a party here with 25 of your best friends, and you know, we're going to host it. We're going to make it a great event for you guys. That's worth at least $1,000. Honestly, that's what we charge other people that do
Correct.
corporate events. 2 weekend passes to Ant Plus Swag to the 2024 Pinball Expo is worth $400. That's only at $190. Space Coast Pinball Mods. My friend John I is giving a gift certificate worth $100. It's only at $25, and John is nice enough to double whatever the high bid is. So if you bid $100, John's going to kick in another $100.
My Secret Santa this year, I had Secret Santa in Pinside, and I got Rocket, and it was just amazing. He loved it. I got.
Well, this is different than Rocket.
No,
This
no,
is-
no. The Space Coast.
Space
yes,
Coast.
John. Yeah, John.
John I,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Yes, I skipped ahead. Sorry.
No, that's okay. They're in the same neck of the
Yeah,
woods.
Rocket City Pinball. I know they're
Space Coast
Yep,
Pinball.
Space Coast.
Yeah.
Yep.
You got a bunch of translights that are still like $25 a piece. Hard to believe those go for usually $100 each.
Who needs a tattoo?
Yeah,
The best guy in Fort Myers, tattoo artist. $25. This looks like a steal.
Oh,
That's a
huge
steal. Come on. Somebody needs to jump on that alt tattoo right now.
Yeah, he's going to give you some swag. It's worth $300, $250 certificate for a tattoo.
Yeah.
And another $50 worth of swag.
The pinball machines, there's 4 project pinball machines. They're up, and they have gone up and up and up. Still very affordable for a project machine, right?
Yeah, you've got Triple Action, which is a fun game, at $150. You got On Beam at $339. You got Sheriff at $320.
$320. Gottlieb. Same as Atlantis. Same playfield as Atlantis, just a country theme.
Exactly. Yeah. What else we got? Oh, we got the 90-minute tour of Southwest Florida's best private pinball collection.
Nice.
It went up to $120. That place is amazing. I've been lucky enough to go there and play pinball, and the guy's got one of the best collections. The place is gorgeous. It looks like a pinball palace is the best way to describe it. You got Nice Guys gift certificate and swag worth $350. That's only at $220. What else we got here? Double Danger gift certificate worth $100 is at $48.
Nice.
Pinball Dudes gift certificate worth $500 is only at $115. Wow.
Matt just bid $300 for a private on the Asylum. So it's
really?
up to $300 now.
Okay. Very good.
Thanks for the bid.
Yeah, so there's still some good deals out there. You still got 18 minutes to bid. So the URL is galabid.com/Pinball Asylum. So go on there. You got 17 minutes and 13 seconds left.
Yes.
To bid. You got some virtual pinball machines, which are pretty cool. They're set up here now. Those are still pretty low.
They were a big hit today, and people were jumping on it. Some people have never played them before, and it was fun.
So yeah, you've got some bargains, definitely. If you still got time to bid, so get in there and bid if you can.
I need to make a bid right now, David.
All right,
I
well,
just
go
got
for it.
outbid, and I'm froze up here. That's not good. That's not a good thing when you're froze.
Host a private party. That was one that a friend of mine who's off camera was bidding on. I think she just got outbid. You hear me there, friend? I don't think she heard me. Okay, so we're at Guardians now.
Up, right? Yeah, baby. You go play, dude. I'll take it.
You got it?
Yep.
You can trim it. Thank you.
Back in the game, David.
Okay, good man.
Back in the game.
I'm gonna get all up on David for a minute.
Looks like we're on
Hey,
Guardians
let
of the
me,
Galaxy.
let me
it?
jump up for a second. I'm going to let you sit down because I want to check on something.
All right, you go ahead.
All right, can I get through here?
Oh, you can
Carefully?
try. Nah, carefully, yeah.
Ooh, look at that. Limber.
Not as limber as I used to be.
Remember, if you're not better at that, you'll just take the whole stream down.
Oh, thank goodness. We got the professional back.
All right, I'm still crooked on this rig placement, guys. I'm sorry. These guys they've been waiting for 2 hours to play, though, and they're kind of...
Can't wait to play Guardians.
Yeah, they're anxious to jump up on the game. And
That was a big...
yeah, you're good. You're good, guys. Go ahead.
It's $50. Oh, wow. He doesn't want change.
This is the Guardians that Eric Stone won on in IPA 17 year.
Yeah, Eric
That is
likes
correct.
this machine. When Eric's here, we come and we try to play it until it's
He doesn't
broken.
want change, but if he bails my shirt, I don't have a change back.
Not
Still
only did
checking on
he
reserves right now.
not only did he win on it, I think it's his machine that he won, right?
No.
No, this isn't one of them.
After
Maybe
he
that's
won on the
Mando, isn't
machine,
it?
we actually bought it, and it's owned now by the Asylum.
Okay, but originally he won it, right?
No, I don't think so. He won for winning the Worlds. He got a Mandalorian.
It was the Mando?
Yes, Mandalorian. Yes.
Well, we try to bust that up on him. There's a couple doodads you can knock off a Mando if you shoot hard nose.
How'd you do in the tournament today?
I shot a 74 and I kind of collapsed at the end. I'm all right.
I started off strong, and then I just kind of suffered through the middle, but I ended up with 65, but that's still not good
That
enough.
wasn't
with
good
this
enough.
group.
No.
This group's tight.
I was thinking coming in that it would have to be around 55 to feel safe. 3 strokes. Eric said...
Hey, thank you.
I don't know if
Thanks,
that's...
Stacy.
Is that on the rules?
Yes.
Okay.
He can, that's,
Okay.
wow.
Good,
Oh.
good. I wonder if she knows that we have a camera pointed the other way.
Wow. Looks like we got Fred going.
So yeah, Fred owns this game. He has a good strategy for it. I think
Good.
it's different than mine, but he's all right with it.
What's your strategy on this game?
I like to start with Yako and advance the group multi-ball.
Nice.
Get a group multi-ball and get them little yellow triangles lit. And, use my bombs.
Looks like he's going right.
You don't need a whole lot, so you just got to
Correct.
get that meat. And then if I fail in my mission, then on the second ball or whenever I get the opportunity, I switch to a little multi-ball for the dude. What's his name? Quaid? It's not Quaid.
Sounds good. I like Quaid.
I like Quaid
it
too.
should be Quaid.
Quaid's from Total Recall.
There's not enough Quaids in the world.
Quaid was Arnold Schwarzenegger in Total Recall, I think. What is this? Quinn? No.
Quinn.
Is it?
Yes, but Quaid is better. I think
So
Quaid
old
is so
sometimes.
good. Quinn sounds more like a movie name.
So anyway, Fred is 25 million. He needs 15 more. He's hitting some 2 million shots. You got a hurry up coming down on him. Fred was not doing a good job, or he was in my group, and he was not holding on to a ball in multi-ball ever.
He was flailing.
He was
like,
just,
that's where I
he was
play.
just going nuts. And
Let's see what his. Did he come up?
oh no, he thought he had a ball stuck, but he didn't.
There we go.
Played it out. And he got it and walked off.
Nothing like dropping the mic and walking
That's
off, right?
That's right.
That's a good feeling right there. That's a 1.
Now, we were pretty talkative in our group, and we noticed that a lot of other groups were kind of quiet, and we didn't know if we were breaking any rules. But,
Oh, no rules broken here.
but we did intend to enjoy ourselves with
Hey, that was a great job right
nice
there.
job, Fred.
Thought that one
Hole
up.
in one, baby.
Yeah, I like
Boisterous
that.
outbursts of stupidity and stuff. So
Shannon wearing his Go Flip Yourself. That's great. Looked like the whole family wore those in today. I love it. Little character.
Well, that made up for the 6 on the first hole.
Shh,
But
we don't want to say anything about the
No.
6. The 1. We're focusing on the 1. We're moving forward.
yeah, it was good.
He's got 2 balls locked. Looks like he's going for that. Is that what he's achieving?
it looks like he's going for his group multi-ball
Yeah.
again, just looking for some chance to get some meat. You don't need to blow it up. You just need to get 40 million. I think is the
36.
36. Isn't
36,
it?
yep.
So yeah, get a few things going.
Oh,
That's a good
nice
save.
save.
There's a little bit of wiggle in this one, and there's one danger.
Nice. Let it settle.
Go for that group shot now for show. Bam. At least you're going to get a couple of those back. Sometimes the machines are set where you come out of group and you don't get nothing back.
Yeah.
They'll go like,
They're not set up like the world's right now.
yeah, they go out like ducks down the middle, and
We've
you don't
actually
get
added
none
some
of it
rubbers back on.
Yeah, and they
and ball saves.
You're thinking, oh, it's so great that I just made all
For us
those
mere
shots
mortals
in the
that just
world
like to play
have that
pinball,
happen.
enjoy pinball, we've added the rubbers back on.
It's even more dangerous when you know you've already got a warning.
Nice.
Nice little cradle separation. Oh, lost one of them. Sorry, we'll have the decision now. It's like he-
Well,
It's only 300,000 per bonus, so he's chopping wood.
yeah, his button's ready. So once he hits a couple of these easy shots, he can go after some of the other ones. And try to relight all them triangles again.
nice little nudge. No, just cashed in, right?
Yeah. So now he's gonna probably pick Quaid.
Quaid or Quinn. I like Quaid better.
No, he's stuck with. I think he's stuck with it.
Are you guys streaming on Twitch or no?
We are on Twitch, yeah. I don't know if Frank ever said, so it might say reboot. He said he changed it on his phone. We lost the side docs.
Uh-oh.
You know what I mean?
Yep. We got the auction going. I'm bidding on a few things
Are
right
you?
now. Yeah, I gotta make sure I'm not getting outbid.
You're not just running me up, are you?
No, I'm not. Are you on? What do you got?
I bid a little bit in the beginning, but I'm a poor man, so I'm a poor man with not a
That's
lot.
never stopped me
I'm
before.
a poor man with not a lot of space in his house.
It's never stopped me.
Yeah, if Drew was here, he'd be like, "Oh, here's this menu of pink, and oh, here's this menu." He'd probably use keystrokes. Filters.
All right, you're setting it back up. All right, who we got? Oh, we got the Nudge King.
Yeah,
Nudge Life.
Dr. Frank. Nudge
Dr.
Life
Frank's
is
coming
a elusive orbit brand pinball wear for the discerning doctor that plays pinball.
He's an employee. I've got the embroidery.
I love it.
He's got the printed.
Fred's got the satin jacket version.
I know the owner.
That looks good.
It was a patched over my original work shirt from
Nice.
years ago.
That's good.
Gave it new life.
Oh, Nudge Life. He just nudged the heck out of that. That was great.
You didn't hear the audio, but when I got up there, he started to give me tips again, and then he goes, "Oh wait, you want
Oh,
this
you know
one?"
why? He never started streaming. We only been recording locally.
Nice.
That's why we don't have nothing. That's why Fred couldn't find it.
I just gotta make sure I win this auction.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if I'm gonna go head to head against Leon for that machine or not, but
You like that? Which one is he betting
I
on?
like the lowest one. It's at 101 or something.
Yeah. The Casanova.
Yeah, it looks like
It's a fun little game,
one of the
too.
Better shape ones.
Yeah.
Do you know how messed up it is?
No, these were all donated games, and we're just not gonna have time, and we're not gonna have space,
Yeah.
to put them in over there. So
Yeah.
with this move coming up, it's gonna be all hands on deck.
Hey, Freddie, you want to see if we went live?
Okay.
Oh, tough.
Is he close? It looked like a lot of
No.
bonus there.
Is
It
that
looks like
8?
7, 8 million. Yeah, he's not even close. I wonder. Are we coming up on Twitch?
I don't see it yet.
Get you out of your way. I gotta make sure I win this auction.
Yeah, Shane. Hello again.
Hola.
Me and my parents would love to get on machines, but we don't have any room for any more machines.
Everybody's out of room. I have no room either at home.
But you guys find a way.
I don't, but I can talk about that.
When it came with them, we had to find a way to.
Did last minute decision.
There's nobody here. Bye.
Earlier.
So yeah, dude, we got nothing.
No switchies?
I don't think
It
so.
might have been when we switchied.
I'm not sure where to look. We're going to files.
No, we're back here live. We're right here. Look, we're live.
All right, are you sure?
Pinball finals. I fucking see it.
All right,
I only see 2 people watching, so
That's
I don't know
fine.
about that.
that's good.
Look, it might be my turn.
All right, go get it, dude.
Fred,
What?
you gotta come plunge your ball. I ain't touching it. I ain't touching it.
Nice punch, Fred.
How do I beg? Because I can't beg.
Where's Frank going here? Ball trade. Yeah, I think he's a couple shots away from nailing it here. Oh, don't lose it now. Don't lose it now, dude. Alright, that was brick. That was good. Needs another 15 million. Most likely, he hit a couple shots. Start pressing his button. Pressed his button. All right. So that one go, but 35 I think is what it was. So he's there, and that leaves only player 4. It's tough in Pingolf when you're still playing and everyone else is done and you got to plunge through all their balls to get to your next ball. Yeah, to make sure he beat Shannon, he's
How come the stream chat's not up?
I can't find the docs. So usually when this happens, you have to restart.
It's not in the docs?
No, what? to show you. I've been looking around and around and around.
Custom browser docs, maybe. Yeah, with the URL, and then you could like attach that to like. You guys stream it on Twitch or YouTube?
It's Twitch.
I don't know how to pop out chat on Twitch. I think it is possible because I know you can do it for YouTube, but I'm honestly not sure about.
It should be right here in this list. And if we restarted OBS, I bet it would be here in this list.
But you guys are already recording and streaming.
Yeah, we're recording local too, so.
A bit late for that.
That might be best for Asylum, anyways, to be able to record local.
I'm just off here, eating an orange. I hope they bring this giant magnet.
Isn't where the stream's happening? So is anyone allowed to come over here and commentate?
Yeah, nobody's over there.
Kind of like last time.
Yeah, but still, like, I think it's just because the people are off doing their own thing. They can hear us, by the way, because like that boom mic picks up quite a bit. I mean, it's not a boom mic, but you get what I
Playing
mean.
Guardians.
Yeah. And I'm not showing. I'm not like sitting in the chair and actively commentating because they have like a list of people who are like approved to do it, and I'm not on there. So I think it's best to just sit off to the side and let it play out.
Yeah, I guess if. So yeah, if I wanted to commentate, I would probably agree to do it, but I'm in the middle of a tournament, so.
Yeah. I like commentating.
Yeah, so do I. I don't know why they're not doing it this time.
Also, they uploaded the VOD for the Classics tournament on YouTube.
For the Classics? What's the Classics?
The EM equals C squared one.
The one that you were just talking about.
Yeah, the one, I think it was after the fact where we decided to go and like just talk in the stream afterwards.
Well, one's a classic.
Now, we're gonna go after you. You got to play though, Quincy. That was a good game of.
Did he get a hole? Did he get a hole in one?
I got two, but still, I got a 5 on my first game, so I am in. I don't want to swear on stream.
Just get a hole in.
Get a hole in one and hope everyone else does bad.
Yep.
Which is very low
So you're
chances,
saying,
but
so you're saying that you're in grave danger.
very much so. Yes. I need to get a hole in one, and everybody else needs to basically just trip and fall on their face.
That'll happen.
That could happen.
You don't know that.
Yeah, that's the catch. You don't know that. No one knows
I mean, it could happen in like a parallel universe, but I don't. Very low chances that parallel universe is this universe.
And low chance to prove that it could happen in a parallel universe too.
I mean, isn't the whole thing like with every action there's a parallel universe where the opposite happens? Isn't that like the whole theory?
Well, there's people that sign a commentate. I'm just standing here talking.
No, that's fine.
And I would be on camera, but I'm not on the list.
So yeah.
I'm just off camera. They're not even doing anything. And I can hear Led Zeppelin playing from over here.
That's actually the game I'm on. I got a hole in one.
Jeez, good job, dude. That Led Zeppelin is
I
hard.
I also got a hole in one last round on Venom.
Oh, so you're probably like guaranteed first, probably. Like, how's everyone else doing in your group?
Well, Dan's kind of on the struggle bus.
Sean's got 3 in his group.
Yeah, Sean is actually doing pretty good. He got a hole in one on Led Zeppelin along with me, and he got a 2. Was it a 2? Yeah, I think it was a 2. A hole in 2 on Venom. So me and him probably are fit for that. Dan is the other guy's name Dave?
I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not a super big name person. I'm not good at putting names to faces. It's only if I'm like around them for a very long time that I actually do get like used to their names. Like I've seen you for like 5 years, so I know you're Tristan, and I hear your name a bunch, and I know your family. I know where you live. you live. Well, not your actual address, but
I know.
I know
I'm
the
just,
city.
I'm just saying that.
Do you live in like Orange Park?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's up like Tallahassee.
I was just saying not to joke around. I know you don't actually know 100%.
I don't know your home address.
I've got results I can recite to you.
I think they're almost done.
You want to sit down for a second?
Oh my god, it's literally 3. Okay, Tristan, I think we're about to start.
Hey guys, we're watching Guardians, but nobody's playing it right now. And Vince just stepped into the booth. How's it going, Vince?
Good. Just going to report some results.
Okay,
After
great.
2 matches, Shannon Stafford in Group A has 2 holes in 1, so that's 2.
Nice.
Larry has 7. Dr. Frank has 5, and Fred has 7. So
Shannon's running away with it.
Yeah. Group B, which is my group. Jeff Palmer has 8. I have 7. David Miller has 5, and Scott has 10. So Jeff's picking, and he's trying to figure out, which machine, and he's like, you shouldn't pick one that most of us can get a 1 or a 2 because he needs a bigger gap. So he's been very
makes sense.
strategic in what he's
Sounds like Jeff to be strategic.
Yeah.
It's good.
And so the rest of the results are coming in, so I think they're going to go ahead.
Okay,
and,
do you know where they're
choose.
moving the rig next?
Not yet. I'll find out momentarily.
Okay. And I've been watching the silent auction. I don't know if anybody out there is watching it, but still some good deals. I mean, there's some pretty high prices people are bidding, which we really appreciate. All the money for the silent auction goes to the Pinball Asylum, and specifically for our move to Asylum 2.0, which is a little bit expensive for us, but we think we can manage it. But the money that you guys are bidding is going to help a lot. It's really nice to see. We appreciate it. And we really appreciate all the people who donated. We had a sign that was donated by Stern Pinball. Very nice. Sign you can't find anymore. That's still available. We had American Pinball donated a beautiful Houdini playfield signed by the designers, artists. Fantastic item. We had a local friend of ours, Sinan, who donated a beautiful Abracadabra playfield that's got a very high bid right now. And distributors here in Florida. We had Old City and Little Shop of Games and the Pinball Dudes all donated very, very generously. And out of town, our good friend Trent Augenstein donated to us as well. So we've got 4 pinball distributors that have given us some nice stuff to auction off. So we really appreciate you guys' support. Lots of cool translights still up there. Prices are relatively reasonable. If you want to have a translight for decoration for your game room, now's your chance. And looks like we're going to Attacks from Mars, from what I heard. Always a great game to stream. I'm happy to see this on the stream. This game has been at the Asylum almost from day one. It was a grail game for me, and when it came to the Asylum, I was excited. And honestly, if you looked at all the games that came into the Asylum over the years, 12 years, there's 2 games I would say that have had the most plays. Virtually anytime you walk in the Asylum, you see somebody playing these games. They are Attack from Mars and Scared
You guys
Stiff.
set for the rig?
I think so.
Attack from Mars probably number 1 in terms of the game that gets played the most of any game in here. Everybody loves Attack from Mars, right?
Yeah, I think so. Especially like one little bounce to it, doesn't it? So.
It gets played a lot, so it's good to see it on the stream and in the competition.
Eric set the number at 700, which I think is more than fair for.
Eric actually set the number at a billion.
Oh, did he?
And we reset it to 700.
Well, good for you guys.
We just thought that a billion is obviously attainable on this game. I mean, we've all gotten a billion plus, but in a competition like this for Pingolf, I think 700 is more than fair. We gave a lot of people a chance to get holes in one, which quite a few did, and quite a few didn't. Some took 5 balls to get there. You just have a couple of bad balls, and you're hovered around the 100, 200 million mark, and you're staying there.
So the scoop return's nice to the left for a bounce over right.
Yes.
Like 100% of the time, if anybody wants to avail themselves of that ball on flipper strategy. So
Yeah, this is an
comes
original Attack from Mars. Obviously, there's remakes. My opinion, being an old school pinball dude, collecting pinball machines, I think the originals just play sweeter than the remakes. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there disagree with me, but I would rather play an original. Oh, little bobble there, but he's working his way up toward the 700, almost the 300, so got a ways to go. We got Shannon. This guy's been unstoppable today. He was #1 seed most of the day. I think he ended up with what, about a 43?
He did.
It's incredible.
Yeah, this game is here he owns, and he's good on every game anyway. So it was nice for him to set the bar.
So the strategy is just hit center all day long, even though that's risky. Am I right?
There's a couple. We talked about this in our group. I'm a bash the middle guy. I try not to bash the center of the middle, if that makes any sense.
Right.
Frank's a ramp out guy.
Yeah.
So he got a lot of aces to get too.
I want to go for that multi-ball immediately. If I can get that, I know I've got...
Yeah, that's a lot of shots, though.
That's a lot of shots.
They're almost as dangerous as that center. So I went for the center twice, got it. I did avail myself of the ball on flipper out of the scoop to the right flipper for some nice easy shots. And it worked out.
So we got Frank up there. Frank is in a good mood today, huh?
Dr. Frank is sometimes works a little bit too hard, and then when you finally let him out in the backyard, he runs around crazy.
Uh-oh. That wasn't fun.
Don't slap the camera, dude. You get it back, and now you get it back.
Oh, he did?
No camera slapping.
Yeah, so he's...
Mark does not like camera slapping.
He looks like he looked like he's going for the multi-ball. Yep.
Oh.
Dangerous.
Nah, you didn't get a whole lot of meat, So it's at 200,000 for plus the 50,000, or 200 million plus the 50 million to get for banging around on your way up there.
We got Larry Hendricks up here. He's another local Asylum guy, coming to the Asylum forever. Really doesn't play outside of the Asylum. Up, he's got the ball back, but he's a good player, very good player. I think he took 3rd or 4th in the pinball league this year.
All right, guys. We actually tried to stream on YouTube today. We ran out of time before the tournament started, so we had to go back to Twitch and do what we did over there. But we did lose our chat doc, so I got it up on my phone so I can finally say hi to you guys. But you see me looking at my phone a lot.
We got a few people in chat.
Yeah,
right
it's
now.
because that's where my chat is. So if anybody wants to give Dave any questions, I'll certainly forward them to him.
So Larry was able to get a 336 on that first ball, which, believe it or not, is the best result so far in this group. Fred had a little bobble there. He's getting the ball back, obviously. And yeah, center shot. There you go. First saucer destroyed.
And yeah, here comes some big points. So
or 200, right? Yep.
Bam.
200
plus the 50 millions he got on the way. Look, he's almost there now.
Yep.
So,
he's going for it again.
Yeah, a couple more.
Man, that's dangerous. Okay, now he's going for the lock.
60 million this time.
Another
really, one in there.
Yeah, he doesn't really need a lot more, does he?
Oh,
that might be it.
So
that's it. He's got it.
Yeah, that's the meat strategy, I think. This year.
I don't think anybody's told him.
That's already has something.
I got home in one on Guardian.
Nice man. Good man. So yeah, Hockey Jake Gold, it is in Fort Myers. Fort Myers until the big move where they're moving all the way down the street to Fort Myers.
So we got Shannon up there again.
He got his ball back. Luckily, it seems the best players always get their ball back somehow.
That's what makes him the best player.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to wonder.
They radiate an aura of extra ball save time.
Uh-oh. Almost lost it. He's got it back. Shoot in the center. Got his first saucer, 200 million. And he's 3/4 away there. Needs a 700 million to hit the target on this baby. Okay. Lock is lit. Ball 2 locked. So how were the games playing for you today?
No, I liked it. I had a good time. I got what I deserved. I don't like when it's too tight. You know, the big free play Florida tournaments, and I was thinking about going to Texas Pin Festival, I think it's called.
So yeah, he's got the multi-ball, so really all he needs is one jackpot, I think. Maybe 2. No, I guess just one at this
he's
point.
almost there.
He's got it. He's got it. He's done. All right. Shannon's in. Ball 2.
2 strokes for Shannon. I think this is the third game of these groups.
Is it? Okay.
So my understanding is we're playing 3 games, 4 groups.
Correct.
We cut down to 8 after this game. So let's see if I can't get you an update on where they're at here.
See what Frank's going to do here. He's got a lot of ground to make up. He wants to get a 2 on this. Going to have to work hard. Oh, hitting center. Again, I mean, strategy. I guess with Pingolf, a lot of people are looking at hitting center all day long. You need me, Jeff?
You just got outbid on Sheriff.
Okay. I'll be right back, guys. I'm bidding in the silent auction, and I don't want to lose getting a machine for a friend. Be right back.
Yeah, it looks like Frank and Shannon are going to advance from this group. Not a big surprise. They're both tops at what we do. They do what we do. Frank being the #1 person in the state of Florida to try to switch to YouTube and lose the docs on OBS. Yeah, this is the embarrassing part. You know, I don't think he wants to talk. I think it shows, but if you want, you can bid anonymously. I'm not even sure what he's bidding on. I bid on some things early, but couldn't go the distance.
I had 1,700
So yeah, Frank can work himself out of this tournament if he doesn't get going here. But as long as he handles his business, he'll be in the next round.
That's not me. They know that. They're trying to jerk me off.
I think since Frank and Fred and I played today, and Frank did some unnecessary late ball machine shaking, I think Fred just gave him a little taste of his own medicine, perhaps. 562. He needs another 2 or 3 whacks. Bring the shield down and he's done. Oh man. Nope. One more stroke. Now he's got to plunge through all them balls. Plungy Dr. McPlunge. Let's see if I got some standings. No, that's not standings. That's from the old tournament. Bless these guys. Adam, are you heading somewhere important right now?
Not terribly. Do you need something?
Do you have the standings for this tournament you guys are in right now on match plays? Could you give me the number so I can change?
I don't think it's in match play yet, or it wasn't when I looked.
Okay.
They were doing it on the boards, and they'll transcribe it.
Oh, so that's why we don't know. Okay, thanks.
Yeah,
I'll stop looking for it. Yeah, so apparently they're using the whiteboards, tried and true method, pinball tournament tracking. One more. Credit for that one. Took a 4 though. I don't know if that's gonna torpedo his hopes. I don't think it did. But I'll find out.
On the game today.
All right, guys. So we got a three-way tie for the second seed. Slick Chick. Not probable that a lot of folks have seen this one. One player game, got to get the plunge. The plunge is 50 points up there. If you're not getting the plunge, you have to get the Slick Chick targets over the H and the C. Tilt ends game, but in pinball golf, tilt doesn't end game. You just keep on going in game.
Which one do you do first? Boom! Good shot.
Oh, foiled by the insert. Nice curvy throwdown insert. Oh man, so the object on this one was 375. This was one of the tougher ones, I thought. Especially if you're not hitting those 50s up there. So I wouldn't be surprised to see some higher numbers on Slick Chick. He did not get that center one either, which runs between, I think, 50 and 200. There, oh geez, finally.
I'm gonna steal all of your monster anniversaries.
For the record.
That's 100 points, but your ball
Alright, have a
is
good night.
gone. All right, good night.
You get everything?
So that's going to be, I think, at least a 6 for Dr. Frank, which means one, any of the other two players getting the objective will pass him, and two, that was a tough objective. So I think this guy's name's John. He left. He thought he was out, and he was scooting. And Shannon had to run downstairs and go get him, pull him back in. Fortunately, he was able to be found before he left. Having a heck of a first ball here. Nice patience. And there we go. Slick Chick.
Yeah, oh, you were watching that?
Yeah. They're in a tiebreaker to see who advanced, the three of them. So Dr. Frank, Fred Cook, and this Jeff fellow here.
Recording or is it broadcasting?
It's on Twitch, and we record locally too.
Okay. Thanks for the dance.
That way something wacky goes on with the internet. We can always,
Can always fix it up.
yeah, but I'll forgo the Twitch streams so we not lose the tournament.
Oh man, look at all the pop on the left.
He is doing well.
Get that gobble hole when it's done.
Yeah.
That's good. Oh, that's
So we're back up
one
top.
point.
That's it. He's done. So I think this was 3, 2 or 3. That's pretty good. I think he's going to advance.
That
Yeah,
is
Fred.
solid.
Fred's making a sign of the 3
That's
behind
what
him.
we ought to do.
So Freddie's got two balls to get 375. They should record that score in case he gets it 3 balls too. I thought it was 417. Is that what you said, Brian? Let's see if it matters. That's another good thing about recording locally. If we have a discrepancy and we have it on the stream, we can just pull it right up, take a look, which we had to do the other day. Here we go, Freddie Cook with his tournament life on the line. Fred Cook in the batter's box on one of the best shaped slick chicks you'll ever see. That's a tilt. So we got one more. He's going to have to restart the game. Remember, he's got 56 points. So basically, he needs 325 points on this ball. Or maybe he could tie again on the third ball. So it's 56 points. Joined by Brian in the booth.
Hey guys.
So that's 18 more. It was 54, 56 he had. It's in tough shape here.
Yeah, there's only, you're not going to get more than like 150, maybe 100 on a ball. So.
Even if you have a very good
Very
ball.
good ball. Okay.
No,
I mean,
no,
he
he's
needs
done
the
now.
points,
Yeah,
but
that wasn't enough. Because that was his third ball and he did not meet, so this will be 4 strokes or more for Fred Cook.
Okay.
Yeah, so Jeff is advanced and Fred Cook and Dr. Frank are
that's tough to catch.
on
That's
slick
the
shit.
third player played? The last player?
Yes. Yeah, the Shannon Stafford in their group is already through. And then these 3 were playing for the second spot. Another tilty. Yeah. Slick chick.
That's a great score. Alright, I gotta go.
Alright, brother, good luck. See ya. Chat real quick. I'm gonna do you guys the honor of going to a large format open booth. The reason I'm not going to standings is because the standings are on whiteboards. So we'll have a new round coming up. We'll probably be with a new group. I believe.
Have a good night.
We were down to 8 people. And looking like we might get home before midnight. That's nice.
Both got monopoly.
I seen that. Now you guys wish you didn't drive with me.
I wish I didn't drive with Shane and.
See?
My name's not on the list.
Who would have thought about we got Miller?
Son of a bitch.
Some of the dumbest stuff I've
Good
ever
job, fellas. Good job.
Well, good job for you two. Good job for Miller. How'd Miller do? Did
Is
he
he
advance?
advancing?
I don't know. Go look it up. When you're a runner monkey.
Miller's in the playoff.
What's that?
Miller's in the playoff.
Miller's made one more?
He and Vince are figuring out who could advance.
Oh, I got you.
Oh, it's playoff nice.
Oh, with Vince. Okay, so David Miller, David the Scoutmaster Miller.
You don't like Slick Chick. I was so mad when
I
that
know.
came up.
You
I was
picked it
so-
too.
I picked 13 and he. I picked 13 and he counted.
Yeah, but you picked 13.
Hi,
Why-
Dad.
Oh yeah.
Why'd you pick 13?
Why did I pick 13?
You
That's
picked
it.
13.
All right.
That's no reason for that. You got the slick chick you deserve when you
I
picked
should have
13.
picked 1 then. 1.
No, you picked 7 or 3. You know,
0.
a magic number, bro.
Now what? 13 is a magic number.
No, it's not.
13's
It's just
dumbass
not.
number.
It
It's a
is.
super dumb number.
It's a superstitious
I should have
number.
known. I should have known it would pick Slick Chick.
No intergalactic value whatsoever. Pick 12 or 3 or
You just picked 0.
7 or 9 I mean 13. Come on, you're gonna get slick chicked. Boom.
Boom, Slick Chicked.
Boom, slick chick. Knocked right on your bottom. I do dig the hats with the bunny ears on though. I hope Slick Chick makes it over to the new place.
Oh,
They didn't
yeah.
tell us which games were out when
No,
we went
but
over
we
there.
saw
and
the
looked.
layout.
Yeah,
We
seen
got
the
the low
layout.
and high.
There's definitely
It's a
going to
low
have
and
to be
high
a
layout.
culling of the herd. But yeah, they didn't want to talk
Hey,
too much.
did we
about
win? Wait, I was playing pinball
when you lost on
Yeah.
Slick Chick and then were knocked out of the tournament. That is
remember that
correct.
time I was-
Remember that time you had a sandwich in the booth and you weren't supposed to?
closing in 3 minutes. I can still make it.
What is it?
You know
The auction.
Eric Leon outbid me.
Got it by one stroke.
All right, David Miller. David Miller knocks Vince Gillamine out of the Pingolf
Well, now we
final
drove with David Miller.
hurrah swan song. Last to do at Pinball Asylum, which I only started coming to last year because I'm a new player and it's far from my home. But definitely learned to play the classics here.
Yeah.
No doubt. Learned to love the classics here, actually, you know. You're coming up against Stone and these killers all the time. It's nice to have a machine that nobody can score over 50 points on. Right, Fred? My Fred Cook?
Yeah.
Let's get my boy Fred Cook in here.
We got stoned on that
Looks,
one for sure.
looks like we're starting to get a little more leeway in here. What do you think, boys?
Oh, it just keeps doing
As
this.
people bid, though, it keeps going up.
On any item, it
I
keeps
guess,
the whole thing open. That's
it
what
looks
happens.
like it,
Yeah, anything.
So what, it takes like 20 minutes
Yeah,
before it
if
closes?
anybody bids on any one thing, it all stays open.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh. What you got, 45 here, bro? 45, 45.
Man.
Two bad games
Can't we
today.
say 50? 50, 50, 50.
Look, it's back up to 5 minutes.
Back
Yeah.
up 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Out of all my freaking
I know. It wasn't, I mean, it's not like I played that bad. It was, I really needed to not do as bad as I did on Revenge, Attack from Mars.
Yeah, Attack from Mars
And I could've
torpedoed
just
you.
took it.
And
I
you
could've
did
took
not
it.
use the strategy that
What
we were
strategy?
discussing.
I held the left.
700 million. You got
What
to
are you
just
trying to
bash
middle,
away
right?
at the middle.
I know,
Yeah,
I was
Fred
trying
and
to hit the
both did
middle. I
that.
was trying to hit the middle.
We talked about
I
this earlier.
missed the visor on the very first ball, which kind of screwed me.
Yeah,
really
you went
got
for
it.
that skill shot.
No, I
When-
tried to
yeah,
hit the
you-
middle, and I missed the middle. I break the middle. One touch, and I break the middle.
Even if you do hit that skill shot and get that gate open, you lose all the points you would have got for bashing away at that gate.
Miller the killer.
Are you guys ready for the next round yet, or are you taking?
Hey, we're just going to head out and leave you with Fred to get a ride home when you're done.
Yeah, throw all our gear in
Going
Fred's,
outside.
in Fred's car, man.
Yeah, I want to go outside too. Safety.
Yeah,
I'm not even supposed to be here.
we're
right
like
now.
waiting on everybody else.
I
I
know,
know,
man.
it's a wait.
It's a band, bro.
Group number playing, yeah.
Here, move this thing around. Have Jeff put it on something that is fun to watch.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Jeff, why don't you go play Slick Chick and show us how it's
Yeah,
done?
show us how to play it.
We got some dead time here, so. I'm not sure if we can gamble. Go play, yeah, go play Slick Chick for $5, Jeff. I'm not sure about the rules. I was handed a list of rules, but it was very vague.
On Slick Chick?
No.
Oh, how to conduct yourself
Yeah,
there?
yeah. Apparently, we can get a bit sparky.
Even what?
We can get a bit over anxious in the booth here. So.
Oh. Keep it clean, keep it clean.
Adam, you still in? No. And Adam Gray is also out. So I guess we're down to 8. I can find out who's in. I'm gonna steal this paper right here and figure it out.
All right, everyone, just going to give you an update as to what's been happening. We had tiebreaker for my group, David Miller and myself. The way the tiebreakers work is you, as high seed, you pick a number. And that number needs to be normally between 1 and 18 because there's 18 games. But one game was taken out, so it's between 1 and 17. So you pick that number, the TD or the TD's designee will count from either the top or the bottom of a list based on your number. They did allow me to see the list. I looked at the list and I saw the game I wanted, counted down. I gave them that number knowing that if they counted from up, I was okay with it. Got the game I wanted, Bon Voyage. And that was with David Miller. And didn't work out. He tilted the first 2 balls because it's got a sensitive tilt, and he's a little aggressive with the game, so I knew that might work out to my advantage. But there's a big scoring opportunity based on the spinner setting a value for the saucer. So it slinged into the saucer a couple times, and that made a huge difference and allowed him to complete the target score in 4 balls. I completed it in 5. I did have a house ball as well. So didn't work out, but it's always good to make the finals. Had a good opportunity, and
Miller's hot. Don't feel bad, Vince.
oh, I told him. I said he's been winning in Tampa like crazy. So the remaining 8. So we started with 16 out of something like close to 40 players. So Brian Dominy, John Moschella, David Miller, Jeff Palmer. We've got Shannon Stafford, Sean Perlow, Tristan Stafford, and Larry. Larry's a local. He's a fishing guide. If you ever need to go fishing out here in Fort Myers, that's what he does for a living, but he's also in the league, and he decided to play. And a lot of the people in the Pinball Asylum League actually don't play all the tournaments or any tournaments. League is a very different animal here than IFPA tournaments. And the league, except for the final league, because it's 12 months, and then there's a finals, and that one's IFPA sanctioned. So a lot of the leaguers just come out, socialize, have fun. It's definitely more casual. Shouldn't take it too seriously. I've been playing League the past few years, and Eric Stone didn't play this year in League, but the previous year he did. He and I were the final 2, and he won that. And then the year before, Scott Kay, who was in the finals here in my group earlier, he and I ended up being the final 2 in that 3 years ago, and he won that. And then finally, this year, meaning last December, it was me and Colton V, and I finally got my first win at League. But League is good for preparing for the tournaments here at the Asylum because it gives me more time on the machines. It is 2 hours away from where I live in Fort Lauderdale, so it's a bit of a commitment, driving a couple hours each way. So we're waiting right now for the final 8. They'll be put into groups, of course, seeding, and then choose which games that they will be playing on, and then we'll get the rig moved over there. So what you see right in front of you and have been seeing on the screen is Slick Chick. I could have avoided the tiebreaker when I was on that. Jeff Palmer had chosen that. It was a risky choice. That game, as maybe they explained, is the plunge is really important because you see that big 5-0 at the top. So that's really important. Target score was 375. So in 3 balls you get that. That's 150. Plus you hit these little pop bumpers and whatnot, and you start getting 10 points here. Bing, bing, bing.
I am a cybernetic
There is a gobble hole
organism.
up there. You see the 100 points, but that will drain the ball, but it's worth it for 100 right there. Tilt was relatively reasonable, and even though it's a tilt ends game for this tournament, which was interesting, for Pingolf here, if you tilted a wedge head, it would not disqualify you. There was no penalty, which was an interesting rule. I didn't see anyone like overly aggressive with the machines or anything, but when you have no bonus, then why not take a chance? Because all you would do is start over unless there is progress. In Slick Chick, there's actually progress, even though it kind of looks maybe not like kind of random, but there is some progress. So that all said, you may not want to like tilt it so you start over, because the pop bumper values and things would start from, I think, 1 point instead of escalating up. So we're still waiting on them to pick. We're getting close to that, and then we'll move the rigs. I may have to run out to handle that, but then we'll have continuous commentary here for the rest of the finals. The next big event, I believe there's going to be maybe a charity event in between this, but the next big event will be in May, and it's going to be a doubleheader, the Norma Jennings Memorial Tournament. It's Fair Strikes, and that's a doubleheader, and this will be, I think, the 3rd annual. So it's been a couple of years since she passed. That's when I first got my commentary booth experience, was she brought me in. And just filling time at that point in one of the tournaments. It might have been a Point Monsters or something. And then after that, I got another opportunity, and we were, from there, we were able to share the booth a few times, and really missed doing that, miss her. She was such a great player. So with that, there's a couple other big events. David Denholtz probably shared that perhaps when he first started the stream today, which is Point Monsters and then the Papa style. Those are going to be posted or are posted and available on IFPA site, so you can check that for the dates. Anyone serious about making the Florida State Championship, right, really should try to allocate the time for those big events, because those big events, even if you don't finish at the top, there's a lot of points to be gotten there that'll help you achieve your minimum points needed to get above the cut line, right? Because Florida's going to be a super state again, super state every year now. So 24 people, top 24 in the state, make it in. There was something like 850 players last year. So out of 850 players, it was like 240 something tournaments in the state. So you need 400 players, I believe, and 100 tournaments to be a super state. We had that. So the cut line goes from 16 to 24. And there's a Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group for people serious about tournament pinball here in Florida. There's like 300 members, and on that I had written an article on how to make it into the state finals. So I wrote an article on basically the various things that you should do if that's a goal. Most players, that's not a goal, right? I was speaking to someone this year. They said they were like 60-something ranked last year. They're going to try and make top 24 this year. So that's his goal. So now that he has that goal, there's certain things that he'll want to do. And of course, prioritize the bigger events. Of course, Free Play Florida. Play as many local events as you can. And then there's a few other things in the article that I discussed. It's too much to go into right here. But the main thing is play as much as you can, because your top 20 events, the points from those are what's used. And if you play more than 20, your lowest keeps dropping off. I played 73 tournaments last year that were IPA sanctioned in Florida. So I took my top 20, and that allowed me to be ranked 3rd.
Larry, please, put me out of my misery here.
Let's see, Omar's moving the rig. Let's see where we're going.
Top 8 Vince.
Sean Perlow, another leaguer. just walked by and he's excited because he decided not long ago to start playing more tournaments instead of league, and he's unfamiliar with the standard tournament format. So he's excited to make top 8, so congrats to him. There's David Miller in the background there, Brian Dominy. Brian Dominy, IFPA number 39.
Ridiculous.
So he doesn't look like a grandpa, but and he's not really a grandpa, but he's grandpa in pinball. He also wrote the rule sheet for Adam's Family. So
you guys ready?
Yeah,
you're good,
yeah.
Brian.
And he's just walking by to make sure that we are ready.
That's very kind of him. Yeah, we've been a little crooked all day because I never got that camera on.
Kind of like how I park.
Oh, and I'm missing the scores here too. Shit. I've definitely got to move that at the end of his wall.
Yeah, we got a little bit of it, but yeah, you can go ahead and.
Oh, you'll be able to see his wall, and I'll be on deck to move that as soon as he's done.
So the target score here on Attack from Mars is 700 million. The settings on this particular attack is for the locks and trying to get multi-ball is too difficult. It's 6 shots. You got to light the lock, lock it, light the lock, lock it, as opposed to normal default settings, which are light the lock and all 3 locks are lit. So your strategy is essentially going for the saucer, and what Brian did here was did the super skill shot, holding in the left flipper. Ball comes around, and you're hoping to hit the saucer once, so that way it'll go ahead and open up the saucer, so you don't have to make those dangerous 3 up to 3, could be more, I should say minimum 3, could be more than 3 to open it up. So David Miller, happy there's a ball save there, but he has to, I think he took the regular skill shot, so now he has to do the hard work there and the risky work, as you can see, going for the shield, and he made some progress, but he's not there. So he's minimum two strokes for this game. John Moschella from Orlando plays a lot at the Pinball Lounge.
Sure does.
Standard skill shot. Trying to take advantage of the ball save there and make that risky shot to the shield, but it doesn't last too long. And he's got one more to make on the left. I think that lights out anyway, but that's the one that he's missing. And as you can see, you want to get that super skill shot to get that down. We saw 2 players lose it. Jeff Palmer tried, but he was looking to do a little, I don't know if he was trying to do a little bit of a loop pass or something interesting with the flipper, or just mistimed that. So now he's got to go ahead and do it the hard way. He went for the right orbit. Let's see what his left orbit. So you can grind out the points. You don't have to go for, typically it'll take 2 saucer sets for 700 million. But if he can complete any of the 3 shots in the same side, like the orbit or whatever, you do have a hurry up at the shield for 100 million. And if you happen to get 2 of those quickly enough, it's 300 million. So that's a strategy, and you're getting points all along the way, which is what happened there. So Brian didn't need to. David?
Good skill guy.
Take care. So that's David Paz leaving us right now. He was another qualifier and for the finals.
Played well today. He was in a tough group.
Yep, so Brian needing less than 200 million, down to 150. Let's see what he's going to do here, because you could go for the shield, but when you're that close, now you're going to usually go for shots for the points. So he can grind out these points, especially that right orbit, because then you get up to the upper lanes, you're getting bonus multiplier, you're getting the pops, and it's a safe feed usually. To go into the stroke of luck from the backside and bounce over from the left flipper over to the right. Ideally, what he wants to do is hit that left orbit or the right orbit, and he probably needs one more shot, and he might have it in bonus.
All he's got to do is hit the center now, and he's good.
I think he's going to go for the left orbit. Yep, and so that's it. Now he got the 100 million I was talking about on that hurry up award, and now it's over.
So
Anonymous
that's
bid.
2 for Brian. We should
Anonymous
be
just
writing stuff
popped it.
down since we need our own whiteboard, right? Vince?
Yeah, it's a good idea because instead of waiting for them, because they use whiteboard for the finals here, they're
What, you
not
breaking phone?
online,
No.
so there's nowhere to go online to see the finals in terms of the progress here.
The app at Gala bid, the silent auction still popping. 5 minutes, it keeps getting repopped.
Well,
We're in the 5-minute time.
Extend it 5 more minutes.
Now's the
Extend
time
it.
to bid. Every time we bid, it gets popped 5 minutes. So
Keep going.
this is the last chance to bid on the auction. There's some good stuff
Down
still.
to the wire on the silent auction.
Yeah, what would
yeah.
Jerry Lewis say? You know, dig deep, look in your couch cushions. I don't remember much.
Right.
I was a kid at the time.
John Moschella. He's got the
So that was Brian too.
got the saucer available and very nice feed there to keep getting some shots. As you can see, that lock shot is rejecting as well, so it makes it even harder to go for the regular multi-ball. So pop another 200 million there. Let's see where that leaves him. 593.
3 more shots at it.
Smartly, he goes for the right orbit. No need to keep going for to get that second saucer. If you make enough progress through shots, you can go. That's interesting choice. He decided to kind of catch and trap there out of the stroke of luck instead of bounce over, and that worked out really well. Allowed him to control the ball. 667. He's not going to take a chance though. That was only 10 million to hit the shield. He's probably got it in bonus, but he wants to make any shot, and there's 25, I think, more. And that should do it.
Right
Certainly
there.
with
He's got a 2
bonus.
as well.
So you can see the players are always kind of overshooting a bit. You never want to like let off the gas too early, and then find you fall short. So Jeff Palmer 170. Let's see, he goes for the super skill. Tried to live catch it there. Still a grace period, and that grace period you saw how long it was, and it worked out. Now he's going to go ahead and. It looks like he's going to go for that left orbit. Now he's got the hurry up, and he's got to hit the saucer anyway. So now he's going to go for that saucer before the hurry up ends. Although he was trying to hit some other shots, so he might have gambled there, or he couldn't get control.
He was on them loops pretty good. He had a 3-way combo.
But all he needed to do is hit the saucer. He would have had the hurry up plus the points, and it would have brought him very, very close. But sometimes you just can't get the ball on the flipper in the right speed and position, or be able to control it. So John just plunging since he's already gotten his target score.
Qualifying the field and getting
David
out of there.
Miller. Too bad, 2 tough balls, but he was able to use the super skill to open up the saucer. Now he's going to try to survive.
That was rough.
I think it hit the tip of his left flipper, but he had the right flipper up. If the right flipper was down, and I see a lot of players make this mistake,
Well, it's not like David Miller did not tilt the ball on his way out. If it looks close, David moved that machine.
Yeah, but it's having that other flipper up when it's down. When you watch a lot of the really top players, one thing that's improved my game is not doing the quick 1-2, is one flipping. And you'd be surprised, especially the closer to the tip of the flipper is, that one flip will get, as long as you don't have the other flipper up, you can usually save it. And it took me years to really
I think when he
do that.
reviews this, he's going to wish he slapped it good on the left side.
So Jeff, it looked like he was trying to drop catch that time. So let's see what he does here. Yep, he held it up that time, and he's going for that left orbit. Right orbit. It looks like. If you could just get a beautiful tip pass there to keep the ball in play. Right orbit. He just needs the ball. Yep.
Just missed it.
A little early,
Yeah.
and that's. Oh, he was.
Oh,
that's
boy,
trouble
that was
too.
trouble.
Let's see if he got it.
I don't think so. Oh, that's a good bonus. I don't think so anyway, though. Nope, 620.
So it looks like John Moschella was top seed here, and because he's player 1, and he must have picked this game. Top seed
No,
drives the Bucks.
Dave was.
I'm not sure.
Brian was top seed and he picked this game.
Well, interesting. And
Yeah.
John just decided to go first.
He must have pressure on.
Look, when it comes to pin golf, I don't find player position to be as important as match play. I mean, you got to target score. It's not like you're worried, and it's a whole different ball game because you could play #1 player in the world, right? I mean, we're playing Escher or Zoller, one of those guys. And pin golf, it doesn't matter that they can get a billion, points on some game that, may take you 20 minutes to do because the target scores are usually much lower. So what we find is you're not as often as out of it in a pin golf finals if they're maintaining the same format, which is a target score.
Plus, you're one bad game away from a 10. Boy, does that torpedo your card.
Yeah, and that's a nerve-wracking thing, right? And on that point, Bon Voyage, I mean, most people were getting 7, 8, 9s, and then of course in the tiebreaker we both did very well with 4 and 5. So
Aces was notoriously high today.
yeah, I debated it, but all those targets, Miller would love those targets. I thought I was better off with the other one, but so he's close, and double danger.
He's so close. Don't lose your bonus, brother.
Yeah, the bonus
bonus,
this should do it. So between this and the bonus.
Start attack wave, yeah, let's go. Yeah, he's good, Yeah, for sure. So that is a 4 for Miller. Charge this and I'm gonna charge my phone. Wasn't gonna leave my man Vince in the booth alone for too long. Didn't need a break.
Yeah, of course I'd rather be playing, but now I get to be over here.
At least you made the cut, man. Were you here last night?
Yeah, Sebastian Bobbio always says better to have a bad finals than not make it. And you just got to keep it in perspective, right? So finally, Jeff gets that hurry up that he seemed to be chasing for a good part of the game. You wish he was a little earlier, but nonetheless. Jeff Palmer, a multi-winner here with banners at the Pinball Asylum, former Florida State pinball champion. Brian Domini's also.
Yeah, he's up there too.
Brian hasn't played as much. He's been playing over at Silverball with us almost every month. Silverball in Retro Arcade and Museum in Delray. Sandra and I run an event there every month on fourth Sunday, and on the third Wednesday night at 7 p.m. is the women's tournament that we've been running. Yeah, it's not technically a Bells and Chimes, but it is a women's tournament.
You can join Batcave for Bells in Tarpon Springs come Monday.
Yeah,
my
you guys
wife is going to play. My wife
nice.
and my daughter are going to play, so they're not going to play well, but they are going to play. And
did you wear them down?
Happy.
Did you wear them down?
I don't know. I mean, it's just I don't come home with food or anything, so I'm not sure what exactly they want to play. Bobby's a good salesman. She is a great ambassador for the sport, particularly for the ladies to come out. I'm allowed in because I have the rig, but other than that, it's very few men. We also sometimes have enough chimes, smaller folk, to have a little tournament of their own.
So I don't know what they're doing here because they're past the target score.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Maybe just because
maybe they're waiting for me to come over there and ask them where we're going.
Hey, well, I guess it's.
Or maybe they're going to a game that they're on right now. I'll find out for us. I guess I'll be the running monkey. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there's another 4 there, right? So Jeff got a 4 too.
Yeah, and if you're in a pin golf and during qualifying and things, it is a courtesy to plunge out your game or turn it on and off when you're done. Some of these games are set to 5 balls. You can actually set it even more. especially the moderns, and just makes it easier for everybody who steps up, especially some newer players which may not, sit there and know how to reset the game like a modern Stern, and they just keep plunging and taking forever. So they plunge that out. So this is game one of the second round of the finals. Started with 16. We're at top 8 here at the Pinball Asylum, as we say, 1.0, because we're moving. Literally about a block away, same side of the street. And we'll have about half the machines on the floor, and they're actually going to raise up the other maybe 70 machines kind of on lifts and put them up there and be able to move games in and out, rotate them in and out on the floor, because that space will be smaller than this facility.
Dictated my other 2 balls on it.
So Shannon Stafford just walked by. It looked like he might have gotten a 3 on Rush. Rush is a game where, as are some of these other ones, where very doable to get with the target score we have, 26 million, to get a hole-in-one. But if you don't, and your opponents do, it definitely puts you at a disadvantage. Usually you're going to get it in 2, 3 at worst with that target score and the way this game's playing. But we have Venom here, and Venom's another one where you should be able to get it in 1. Target score is higher, 60 million, but if I'm not mistaken. But, if you don't, depending on what character you pick and what's going on, it may take 2 or 3 more balls and put you at a disadvantage. So in the background there, you see, looks like Dan Coyle just keeping warm on the getaway. He was in the state championship this year with me, and he and I had a match, and that was a great event. Really well done by the Pinball Lounge. So just waiting to see what's next here.
I'm out, buddy.
Fred?
Yeah.
All right.
Good seeing you. Good playing against you. Good seeing you.
Yes, sir.
Hour and 40. I should be home. See you, Tristan. Keep it up, buddy.
So Fred Cook from Tampa, out in, I believe, same round as me. First round of the finals. He's on his way back to Tampa. I know a lot of the regular viewers of this stream have seen him many times up there on all the events that Omar and Dr. Frank at Cape Pinball have been putting on. So the way it works is after every match, right? So after the one game, like what you see here with Attack from Mars, the group gets together, and then at that point, the high seed can choose game or position. So it's done, one match at a time, 3 matches, and most of these are coming down to the last match. So the way some people who are kind of far in the lead, because it's Pingolf, you could see that totally turn around on you. All right, so it looks like the game that was just played with the other group, it was on Rush. They're reporting right now, so we're getting closer to the next game, and then we'll move this rig to, I hear Venom in the background, and let's see if that's where it's going to go.
All right, what's the next one? So, Sean, you have position.
So it sounds like Shannon, who is high seed, has chosen Venom. He owns Venom. He won that in a tournament, I believe, in South Carolina last year. So pretty good prize to win a new Stern in a tournament. those of you who play a lot of tournament pinball know it's not the most lucrative thing in the world. It's not like poker tournaments. So there's Omar moving the rig. And it's either going to be on, what sounds like Jackpot or Venom. He's sporting Dead Kennedy's logo t-shirt, as in case you didn't recognize it and you're not a punk rock fan. So it looks like it's Jackpot. So most of the players when I was playing were full plunging, trying to go for the skill shot up there, which isn't all that lucrative. Usually what you want to do is short plunge it, get control, hopefully it doesn't hit any switches, and that way you can hold on to the ball. Now we're going to want to adjust it a bit because we've got the flippers here.
Copy that.
That's easy. You didn't even have to... I thought you'd have to go back and move the machine, but that's why he's in control and I'm just talking into the mic.
Booth monkey. Can I be an engineer, Vince?
Well, I do a lot of computer stuff, but definitely not all the stuff with the string.
Engineer's okay.
Looks great.
You're eating an apple too?
Yeah, I'm healthy.
Yeah, you're a good boy. Tomato,
all right, so
apple, pretzel.
It becomes so critical, especially
cheese, you had it all today, man.
Especially in Pingolf format, is to open that shield, right? Open the visor with one shot.
Soft plunge? Do you like the soft plunge
Yeah,
on it?
yeah, I was soft plunging, but it's very tight on this one, and it still doesn't always go the way you expect. So it's not that consistent.
So wait, what's the target on this game?
500 million.
That's right, $500,000.
Hurt me bad. No rubbers, Papa style.
Yeah,
like
this is the Papa Jackpot. So you know,
that's how it Papa
all bare metal.
Yeah,
so there's the soft plunge
there's
from
soft plunge.
Brian Dominy. As you saw, it did hit the sling, so now he has trouble getting control. And unfortunately, a double whammy. It ricocheted into the visor, not where he wanted it to be because it wasn't, lined up, and then ricocheted into the
Miller might go
outline.
ram.
David the rear deal Miller.
Yeah, the real deal Miller.
Let's see if he's short
He's
plunges.
coming up to Scoutmaster. No, he was going for that middle plunge. He's going to bump it.
He's a hard plunger.
A little more plunge and he ends up bumping.
Max shot for Miller.
So I think he might go visor from the left flipper.
No, get it back, Oh, it's hill.
There you go, boy. Get them.
Yeah, he hit the blackjack, the hit me target over there, which can be also a dangerous target. It's not that lucrative overall, unless you got multi-ball, and then it'll give you a jackpot.
Gonna give a little time for the tilt.
We don't know if they got earplugs or any deadening tilt bob.
We haven't noticed most of these machines carrying forward much, so you can step up relatively quickly, but it's, to me, never advisable. May as well wait a little bit. Doesn't hurt. Where's anybody going, right? They know this isn't the final round. No one's racing to get home. So John Moschella looks like he's going. Oh, I thought he was going to short plunge it.
Fred definitely raced to get home.
And just getting right to it. Not really. I don't know if he was trying to gain control to start.
Oh,
and it is a fast game, as you guys know, because you both played it. This jackpot is very quick. So you think you got your eye on it 1 second, and then it's gone the other.
Stay out of them slings. Short plunge. Stay out of them slings. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if he ramped out either.
And sometimes it's going to take a minute. Never feel intimidated or everyone's watching me do the short plunge and kind of overdo it like that. Not saying that's what happened for him, but I just advise taking your time. So on a normal match play, going for the game saucer is a pretty good strategy. However, the problem with that is on Pingolf, it's not going to easily get you there, and it's more work and risk to hit the game saucer and hit the ramp, so that relights the game saucer as you see the second light up there, and that is changeable, but with the flipper. But ultimately, if you want to get the big points, you want to get them all.
Oh, it's 2. He's gonna be
Yeah,
real
he's,
tender.
he's okay now though.
Come on, baby, be tender. Don't be cruel. Yeah, let
Jackpot forgets those double dangers until you nudge it again. So you got, really
now
nudge
it's
it.
time to relax.
So he's going to go for that right lane where the where the visor where the reds are flashing.
He's only got the reds for the visor too.
Oh, I thought he would go for that, but he post pass over. I don't know if he was. I guess he was going for the saucer.
That was 40 million on that dice throw.
So he's going to just take the points, and the reason you take the points on Pingolf
That's why you take the points.
is and then not any Pingolf, this Pingolf, because at 5 balls, that's all you get, but you can get as high as 10 strokes. So depending on your score, there's a tiered system as to whether you're going to be 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10. So that little bit of extra points can reduce you by 1 or 2 strokes, which can make or break you. Which
yeah, it was very close. We had two playoffs in the first round, 5 people tied. So 5 out of 16 is some mathematical equation, I'm sure.
And as you can see,
we'll call it 5/16 of the field was actually involved in a tie.
That's still the English system. You haven't gone to metric yet, kid?
I do, yeah. We were talking about that a little bit last night, metric system, because Carl D'Angelo was playing Pulp Fiction. And we got to talking about what do you call a Z-Mac with cheese in France.
All right, David Miller got one lock. He'll probably do the full plunge. Let's see. Yep. And if you are in multi-ball and you can make that the big shot on the vortex there on the plunge, it will give you a jackpot. So people don't always realize that. So if you got that dialed in, it could help when you're in multi-ball and get you a big chunk of points right out of the gate.
Let's go, Miller.
So he's looking at, I think.
Slow,
dude, that was
on the in lane too. It came through in the in lane.
He did need. I think he did need to move that there a little bit.
He didn't need to do that hard.
But it was a little hard.
On this game, I mean, it's must be 75% out lanes no matter what.
I didn't see if he had his skill shot on there either. Earlier in the day, he had that skill shot dialed in pretty good. So I think it might be letting down a bit right now.
Of course, when I watch this, I'm like, man, it'd be nice to be back on that.
I want to be on it.
And then you're in there, and they all get like holes in one.
Slick chipped.
I hate losing too. It's just no fun and glory in it, buddy. It's just, gotta wait till next time. Give her another go.
Give her the old college try. Keno.
So there is a cheat
button.
button.
Is he hitting the button right now?
I don't think so, because on Keno, it's actually been giving it to you, and it'll give you 2 filled cards. That's how you can tell.
Oh, look, see, he didn't. That 15 awarded didn't do nothing.
So he's disappointed too, because he's like, I got an opportunity, right? The other two have not great scores, and you just say, oh, I got a good chance, and then to get ahead, and then that happens.
Only Jeff really got the meat in the first ball there.
So Jeff knows, hey man, let me just
front here.
flail away here.
Oh, double.
Yeah, it's overall, as you see, those doubles are not resulting in a full tilt. Jeff's got 3 of those, so he's probably going to prioritize that left ramp to see if he can light the last one. Because if he can get Casino Run, forget about it. But
see, I think he should have went that way too.
Well, I think the visor's open, so the visor's open, and you got to go for the multi at that point. Yeah. So I agree with that, because you make the shot, you can get points. You could plunge it or get the other one, and you're where he was at 462. He wasn't far from where he needed to be, but for 500, he was so close, right? So situational awareness.
He's been hitting ramps really good all day. He chose ramps on Attack from Mars.
But this isn't, any fast-playing game, situational awareness is tricky sometimes because you can't look up and say, oh, where am I at? What are my points? What do I need to do? let's see if he does a really quick flip here to hit the red. Yep. And on jackpot, most of them, if at least on the first round, you can hit the adjacent target and it gives you the one next to it. So you don't, like I think he hit the green and not the red, and that worked. It gave him the credit, so that opened the visor. And overall, it's not really been rejecting, so it's been pretty kind in terms of
he's happy about
terms of that.
It's time to get down, man.
And usually what I'm going to do here is just hold the flippers up to try to get control. Although it could be argued you can flail. It just depends whether you want to try and get that double jackpot for the super or not. But in this format with this target score, it's not that critical. So he's going to left, right, right, left, even though it's supposed to be left, right, ideally, if you're trying to get that double, but it's fine. You'll get if it would have stuck, he would have got grace period. So at this point, where 420, I would probably go for the game saucer. And he knows he was happy with that in lane. Yeah, and see how he's letting it bounce.
Fast now. Post and saucer.
Yeah, post and saucer is one good choice, but what he's doing is, most people aren't catching this. See the big arrow at the top? It's moving. The left's out, but you see that? That's giving him extra points and awards, and that's what he aimed for. That's 3 in a row. That shows advanced knowledge of the rules, and I guarantee you, so many players are not aware of even that subtle rule that is on jackpot. If you read the rule sheet, there's a lot going on with it. It's not as simple as like, oh, let me just get multi-ball or hit the saucer. There's a lot of things that you could know that could be consequential, which normally it may not be, but in this case it was.
Miller needs just 3.
That was masterful by Brian Dominic right there.
First round, so get him done right
I thought when you hit the arrow, it lights the entire row. It spots your row.
No,
it's moving in a different way now, though.
Yeah, it's the row of lights, and the arrow's not always with the row of lights, as far as I know.
Stuff.
So John probably feeling a little bit of the pressure there, but easy enough to get this in one ball. But it's nothing's easy, but you can do it.
Eating the pretzels was easy.
Eating the pretzels was really easy.
Those were
good.
Wash the pretzels down with beer is easier.
Call attention to Frank's double rule breaking ways. He's in the booth eating an apple. This guy he's a wild cowboy, dude.
So John elects for the ramp there. And lights the game saucer, and now he's going to pick up some points through the whole vortex millions right there, and gets a free plunge almost.
Oh, see that you have to bump that in there every time.
Yeah, a little wiggle might have done
rolled right past there every time.
That was really nice. And on this game, you don't want to flail too much, but you don't want to over control it either. Like sometimes you're trying to get a hold of it and you just make a mistake. So John's been playing this very nicely in terms of his flair control.
Yeah, man.
And that's a natural reaction, right? It's going toward that out lane. You're just going to naturally try to give it a nudge, and sometimes you nudge it away from the in lane.
If it wasn't for rubberless Papa, that would have bounced right out of there.
Yeah. Jeff Palmer just looking to do that. So he should short plunge this now. Oh, doesn't need to.
Nope, he's done.
Because he got the points.
So that's a 3 for Jeff. Also took a 4 on the first one, needed that.
So Jeff did not hit enough switches when he plunged. So jackpot, I think, gives you like 2 switches, similar as Funhouse. So Funhouse will give you, I think, after the 3rd switch hit, the ball is now, or playfield's validated. I could be wrong, could be the 4th, but I think it's 3rd. For sure, this
Just keeps giving
it's
it to me.
validated
I don't
now.
want him back. I think John is very anxious to get out there and put an end to this game.
Well, they don't go over 5 balls, so like I said, it's a tiered system, but they should both make it. Let's see how it goes. Did we hire an official plunge boy for the tournament? We
We
forgot.
We should make a plunge-o-matic. We'll put it with the stone phones and the Frank feet.
All right, David Miller is back. He's a glutton for punishment with that
He goes
plunge.
for it. Max bet on the plunger.
They said he'd been hitting it. He'd been hitting it.
Well, I think that there may be a ball on that eye.
Oh,
that
that
was
a big move.
Yeah, but it was.
Lucky to be alive now.
There you go.
Alright, no, Dave can put that behind him real quick.
And that was a slower move, and it only gave one danger. So that was different than moving it faster. It's a better way to go about it.
It says left, right's the way to go at the combo.
On the first one, if you can trap up both. But now he's got a restart. So you saw that he had a multi-ball restart because he did not get any jackpots.
But now he can really get that middle. Hopefully he gets that middle.
Beautiful, finally. Yeah, persistence. That gave him a jackpot, like I said earlier, in multi-ball. And that should get the double.
That was
boom.
125
Bingo, bango,
and
bongo.
He's done just like that.
Bon voyage. Sayonara.
He hasn't seen it, so he's still flipping it,
I
but
haven't seen it either, and I'm scared.
I think he's got it. He knows he's got it.
Yeah, but you always want to see it, right? You just
Yep.
it's not worth taking a chance. It's no one's going anywhere, and don't feel obligated. Take a minute.
Yeah, but if you already knew going in, you needed 25, and you just hit a $1.50.
Well, you could do it.
Yeah.
You could do it. But I'm gonna be cautious.
Oh wait, I'm supposed to be bidding on stuff. Is it still going?
Last I checked, it was.
I set it up over here and left it.
So we want to say thank you to everyone who's been bidding and has bid on the silent auction here at the Pinball Asylum, helping raise money for Pinball Asylum 2.0 in the new location. So John Moschella trying to close this out here and not get one more stroke on his card here. He'd love to just get control, and it's not cooperating
Good
at all.
Lord, he is
No 50 million for
very
Vortex.
frustrated.
That
Very
would have
close and very frustrated.
that would have done it, but he didn't have it.
39, dang. He
So-
could just got one good shot.
He's almost sure to get 5 on his card, but you know, sometimes you are so annoyed with how it's going that you kind of don't try hard enough, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, I still missed it. So you really got to keep your wits about you in pin golf. Did you find yourself, Omar, were you getting a little...
yeah, you know, I get frustrated easily, and I do the Don Smiley, the piano player from Sesame Street, where he just can't get through the song when he smashes his face into the keys. It's kind of how I feel sometimes when I've been flipper fumbling and making very silly mistakes.
I must say, like, you have very interesting.
Colloquial.
Yeah, like was it the Dennis Miller? Like very cerebral, you know, and very obscure references. So.
I'm old and esoteric.
Yeah, it's something I admire, right? And because it definitely shows a lot of intelligence and being able to have that wide range of obscure knowledge that very few people are going to recognize what we're talking about.
I'm a bastion of useless trivia, there's no doubt about that. All right, so John got there. It looks like we're going to be picking our third game in this match. John got a 5, right?
And you're
doing
a good job of that.
We're doing the high tech.
So let's see where we're at. Oh yeah, there you go.
Here's where we're at, folks.
Yeah, there's no match play. There's paper.
Good
job.
I think we'll go big on the booth, so maybe y'all can see that better. Boom. That's where we're at.
7, 8. Let's see,
So
5,
we got an
7.
8, 2 sevens, and a 5. And again, lower is better. This is golf, so
Wow.
Brian's got a 5, 2 sevens, and Miller's got
This
an
could
8.
go any which way.
Yeah, and then this last game, depending on what if I was Brian, I would pick something that would be easy, safe, objective to get to.
Not 13.
And
So that's-
yeah.
yeah,
Not,
so that-
not,
so that's a good
not
point.
Sky Chick or whatever it was, Slick Chick. No, I don't think he's gonna pick Slick Chick. All right, can you bot me back to the other view when after I move the thing? Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a really good point. Which way you going?
Just kidding.
It is tight quarters here. We're in a little cubby hole here at the Pinball Asylum. So, based on those scores that of that group, the Brian Dominy group, he's got 5. The next 2 opponents are at 7, and then David Miller's at 8. So Brian doesn't want a wide variable in terms of potential strokes for the card, right? So for him, since he's driving the bus, he can pick something he's very comfortable with, knowing that he's probably guaranteed to get it in 3. So no matter what goes wrong, he's still safe. Whereas if I was David Miller driving the bus and I was with 8, I'm going to find something wider so I could potentially make up the gap and even get ahead. So there's a lot of strategy to this, and it's a totally different approach than, say, match play and how you do it. Just like 4-2-1-0 match play finals versus, say, 7-5-3-1, that scoring difference is different strategy too, because 4-2-1-0 is all about, if you get 1 win, you're in pretty good shape. You're not guaranteed. So we are at Terminator 2.
Been good? No need to move that?
So what? Okay. Oh, this is why. Here's why Brian chose it. This was great.
All right, Brian, you good?
The target score. Get this. On T2, 7 million. So
It's just a low.
if you get the skill shot, all 3 balls, you're good. But you get the multi-ball and get 1 jackpot, just 1, you're good with the hole in 1. That's why he chose it, just like we were just talking about.
Keep the
So it's
low
going to be
variance,
super safe. I think he
relatively super safe.
Yeah, it's as long as you got that plunge. If you don't know that plunge, then it can be a little problematic. But you could hit the ramps and other shots and still get 7 million. That's not onerous on T2. So this is a malfunction, so what happened is he's got the ball save on the left. The kick out, there's a kicker there, so they're going to get the tournament director. Adam Gray out. Thanks for joining us. Congratulations also on making the finals, right?
Yeah, Adam's always pretty tough in it to the end.
So Brian Dominy's explaining what happened to with T2, that it went to the left ball save and it didn't kick. That thing is broke.
A minor malfunction, and
that
we play one.
Yeah, but it's going to do it again because it's broke. I don't think it was that material that affects the game. I don't know, the exact perfect ruling for this. I'm curious to know. I mean, I've been TDing for a little less than a year, so I'm always interested to learn what these rulings are, and I try to remember all the rulings I can. But you keep finding like situations like this, like if it's 8-ball deluxe, 8-ball, the original 8-ball, it's too bad.
Sure. Yeah, it is.
Because it does that on 8-ball.
Yeah, exactly. It would be.
On Bally 8-ball.
So
but
this would be too bad too, I would think.
The difference is, I think it's broke on this game.
Well, then it's broke for everyone. It's too bad for everybody.
Well, that's certainly the way we looked at it at the Silver Ball, right?
Yeah.
Where those games are played every day.
A minor malfunction is a play on, right?
Yeah, and it looks
Unless
like that's
your ball
what happened.
drains, then
But the TD will monitor it, looks like, and usually that's what'll happen. They'll monitor to see what's going on.
He's shaking it up a little bit, slow it on down.
And the right side, there is no ball save, so that no issue there. Because I did notice that kick plunger, it's like a, you know, it was not working properly from what I could tell, and maybe it's just going to be inconsistent. I don't know if it's totally broke. So John Moschella, again, if you can't get control of the ball and make that shot to the skull, you just got to get this skill shot. On this T2, it's that second arrow down from the top,
Yeah, that's what I was hitting on too.
and that's all. And John doesn't have that
and it took
that plunge.
no extra.
And
ball
you
save.
need it, that first one, then the second and third, because you're getting 1, 2, 3 million right there. 6, 7 is the target. You're going to hit a few things. You're done. So you're not going to be worse than 3 if you got that plunge. And Jeff Palmer saved by the center post. And that feed is somewhat risky from the skull. So I've noticed maybe 25 to 33% of the time it's coming down the middle. So ideally, if you could get a shot at that during ball save, you may get another crack at it. Everyone's happy, or actually Brian Dominey's really happy. I wouldn't say everyone's happy. He's happy because number one, he just got the skill, and no one got a hole in one. So he's I'd be shocked if he doesn't advance, and it's due to his knowledge of jackpot esoteric rules and this choice right here.
There it is.
And what I notice is you think you need to hit it, you got to wait a second longer.
Yeah, it was a little longer than.
Yeah, and a second is really a microsecond. I was exaggerating, right? Because you don't have a whole second before it's way past. But
There's only 17 mil, I think, on this one.
7 million is the target score, but
7 mil?
Yeah.
He's got to get that one of the scoop shot.
Yeah, so he's just trying to
Load that gun again,
get his chance to do the multi. And technically, he's at 6.3. So you can. One thing people don't do is you can use this time to make shots and just accumulate some points instead of just going for it. And again, he's at almost 6.6, and 7 million's a target score.
Yeah.
So
now,
he'd like to hit this, but if he doesn't, he's probably going to get it anyway in bonus.
We have added an umbrella to the Batmobile for
7.5.
harsh
So that's a one shot.
situations like this, but we ran out of time setting up.
Oh yeah, the anti-glare umbrella.
Yeah, the anti-glare umbrella
for the rig, which
and to protect us all from radiation.
It's everywhere.
It's everywhere.
So there's
you can
David
get
Miller.
Me from the side, but I don't want it from above.
Oh,
nice.
Nice save.
And I didn't see any danger, so let's go. That's what you're saying. It should come back, though. It should come back. It's blinking. Oh, wow.
That was rough.
That's what
kicker
you said.
Yeah.
Kicker didn't
And
fire
looks,
right.
And it looks like it's
just playing on.
Yeah.
I mean, I agree with that. I guess it sucks, but.
So Brian got a 2, which means he advances.
See, he hit it low again. That was twice that he missed his plunge.
Brian Dominey advances with the 7.
That's tricky. Very nice.
Nice trust. Oh yeah, they keep forgetting about
survives the feed. Oh, nice kind of backhandy
Pop
rebound
back.
there. Let's see if he's got the timing here. Looks good. There it is. There's the multi-ball. So now he's got to lock something.
Nice. Oh, you got outbid.
Lock 1, lock 2, or lock them all.
This one.
I'm going to.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. It's kind of simple.
Picked up $1 million with the ramp.
Playfield, but,
It's a little bit like that Liberty Bell, the 1, 2, 3, 4 on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I like those.
I think you should let it go now.
No. This is one more than
Well,
good, man.
didn't you?
You've been fighting.
You were almost in the car, man.
Yeah, I know.
I never.
I just took Shannon. I can't believe it.
Nice.
Wow.
on Bond, no less.
Hey, this is your time.
I guess so.
You don't
the
get
final
too,
four,
like I said, you don't get many chances.
Did
So
Tristan
join in here?
Desperate to hit that, and was off a hair.
Him break a finger, and then he can get a 2. He
Try-
scored on
he was able
Bond
to
so
hit
fast.
the target
I
down. Now
think
he's going
he
to try to
was-
relock
I
it.
think he was scored out in less than a minute.
He's close though, and he tried the backhand. It's pretty tough to backhand that on the fly there, but now he needs 2 targets. He might be able to hit both at once.
Yep. Now. Bam.
Good shot.
I am sorry about that thing logging this up.
He did it.
So what is that?
But
3?
he made it harder for himself by missing the plunges a couple times and the jackpot.
Oh, that was 2. So 2.
All
That
right,
gives,
Jeff Palmer.
That gives John 9. Jeff Palmer has a 7, so he needs 5.5 million here to
7,
force a
8, 9.
Yeah, to force a playoff with John Miller's pretty much eliminated now.
So you're saying Jeff needs to
He needs to
complete
make,
here,
Yeah, he needs.
and then that'll be a tiebreaker.
And then there'll be a tiebreaker. Yep.
So Jeff's gonna
That's
really try to nail this right here.
That's my word.
Looks good.
Looks good to me.
There you go.
Got the multi-ball too.
Now if he can get one more
That one's coming
jackpot.
back. That one's coming back.
So he's taking his time here, not panicking or anything, but
He needs one more shot.
so he ramped out. I think he got one each, and he did it.
Yeah, like I said,
That's
he's
it.
been
Yeah, he
shooting
just
ramps
got
today.
look. Yeah, he got it on the middle. He got it on the ramps.
So that's a 2.
And this is nothing. This is just he's going to dominate right now.
He must not have. It must have flashed so quickly on the screen, the 7 million, and he wasn't sure. And now
so
he just
probably
made
got-
extra sure.
He's
Yeah,
probably
and
14,
Miller,
15,
Miller
15
is
now.
done.
So overkill's
Probably
fine.
lose it. Because Miller will take at least a 3 and give him 11. So he's we have a tiebreaker between John and Jeff for the second seed for this round. We will definitely go to that rig since we were following the rig. And then of course we'll be down to our final 4, so there's no need to choose at that point. With Jeff, what's Jeff's last name?
Oh.
No,
The other
Yeah, in case anyone knows or doesn't know, we can't see the Twitch chat, so there's no chat that we see on the screen here. So,
I got it up
so,
on my phone.
so if any of you have been chatting, we apologize, but
Yeah, we're not ignoring you.
yeah, we don't see it. Which there was actually a discussion.
tonight.
I think it was at Indisc about this in the chat, because Indisc did not have the commentators had no access to chat, and it was.
And they were on front page.
Chow was upset. Chow was upset about that too.
But I found it to be mixed, right? Some people said, you know what, it allows the commentators to stay focused on the action. Some said there's useful information in chat that
I'm
could be
all about
beneficial.
public engagement myself, so
So-
Here, will you put it on where's your
I
chat
found that
at?
interesting discussion. And I think the ultimate thing that came from that was you don't want to, as a commentators, overly focus on the chat at the expense of the action that you're trying to cover, and sometimes that can happen. So I think that was the big takeaway from that. I think it makes sense. But I agree with you guys. I think seeing the chat and interacting, especially when sometimes they've got things that they can point out, and it enriches the overall
or just
experience.
good jokes. I mean, good
Well,
jokes.
the comedy in most chats is there's definitely plenty of that. Oh, so we can show the trophies.
Yeah, you can't see it. But
So we are down to the final 4, and there is the Pingolf trophy. So really nice trophy there. We're seeing a lot more trophies being, like at the EM event with what Cosmic Craft Company, Sierra and Joe had done, and they did some recently for They do them for the lounge sometimes. They do it for our Silver Ball event last month. This month, the same thing with a sponsor, poolheat.com. So if you're in South Florida and you're looking for a pool heater, Florida Pool Heating Company had sponsored those trophies. And I think people prefer a good trophy over the cash payout. How about you, Dr. Frank?
I mean, I don't know. I'm looking at the craftsmanship of this trophy, and it looks really good. We got the golf ball has a nice texture with the stars on the antiquing. Nice plate on it right there. So this is a quality trophy, man. This is fun to get.
Yeah, I think people prefer that. I mean, get $50, $70, $30, whatever it is, in these tournaments versus a trophy.
Well,
I think most people prefer the trophy, but it depends on the payout and the number of players and what the buy-in is, right?
And
this is the fundraiser for the Asylum,
Yeah,
so
that's
there were
what I
no
was just gonna
payouts.
say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Asylum's getting ready to move. This is actually the last tournament that's going to be in the Asylum, right? In its current form. And the Asylum 2.0 is moving. It's moving pretty close. I got to preview some of it. It looks like it's going to be pretty awesome.
Yeah, this is more space. It's definitely loungy and comfortable. We're all going to miss this place, but, at least they say 2.0 is better than no 0.0. So, definitely need to maintain a place to play in Southwest Florida here.
Yeah, and I was actually traveling this past week to New York, and folks in New York knew about the Pinball Asylum because of the IFPA World.
5 minutes left to bid.
Oh, yeah.
It is for a good cause.
There's a small sign here. There's a small QR code here.
The gala auction.
5 minutes left.
So 5 minutes left for the Pinball Asylum auction. There's still some deals that you can find. There's pinball machines. There's all kind of things that. There's even
Coaching
2 hours
time with Eric Stone.
2 hours with Eric Stone. I mean,
doing anything that you want to do, pinball possibly related.
So do we, Brian?
Last game, Slick Chick.
Slick Chick.
Oh man, Slick Chick.
Brian, very good choices. We talked about it on stream and what you had done. Jackpot, knowing the rules and going for the extra value with the big arrows as it was going. Most people probably didn't recognize that, but I saw that you had gotten 3 of those to get you over the. And then picking T2 was. I mean, we were saying you need to get something that you can do and
without failing miserably.
Yeah,
Right.
And minimum number of strokes there. So very well done, sir.
Good job. Thank you.
All right, can we look at it, boys?
Yes, sir.
So let's share with everyone who the final 4 is as well.
We don't know yet. Jeff and Michelle.
Oh,
Jeff,
this is a playoff.
Yeah, Jeff Palmer and John Michelle have a playoff.
You're good. Let's go.
You're good, Mosh.
So I don't know if that was just a little practice there, or just trying to get the
anonymous
get a new game ready.
They might be waiting for me to tell them to go.
Todd Baxter's greeting just got bidded up in the
cool.
last minute to refresh the auction by 5 more minutes.
So 5, yep. So every time someone bids, it'll extend the auction.
The entire
time.
auction, yeah.
All right, let's see if John's got the plunge down here. Nope.
The plunge is so important on this one.
Yeah, it's really important, and if you don't already know it, then you want to really look where you're, where on the, as you plunge, where it is, and make that adjustment up or down based on where the ball goes. It is good that we're not relying on John to be another Mr. Sharp in front of the city council, because the pinball would be in trouble.
Yeah, we'd be bashing up every machine out there.
Sorry, John, but yeah, he just probably hasn't had enough opportunity on this machine to
Jeff
dial
was
that
very
in.
happy when this came up.
Yeah.
Jeff had the opportunity to pick a random number. Instead, he picked position.
He picked 13 and got Slick Chick.
No,
also?
he picked 5 and Jeff counted from the bottom.
See, it doesn't even matter. He always wants Slick Chick. The evidence shows. So he's going for 375 as a target score.
Could have.
Yeah, he could have bumped that.
Bumped that. I've seen the other Jeff.
Even though it says till ends game, I mentioned earlier, it doesn't end game or disqualify you in this particular tournament. It does. It's got no penalty to it, other than whether there's any carry forward advance value to the game here. So it would have been worth trying to save that probably. But
arguably, if there was a plunge that you liked and you hit the plunge, like in this example, if it starts with one of those standing targets.
Can you verify how many balls I played?
It looked like 4 to me.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
Oh, don't tell me.
Yeah, and it went to game over.
That's what happened to me. I knew
Well,
it.
that's all right. You got 236.
Yeah, so 236 and you're up 4.
And I got another
So
ball.
he gets
Another ball.
play of the ball.
Yeah.
That's the point.
But he's got 236.
Right.
So take a picture.
Yeah, but I just want to make sure that you guys got it. That it was 4
I would have advanced. I would have advanced. Oh my gosh. I thought I played 4, but there was no stream on it. So I got it in 4, and there was no extra ball there.
Next time.
And no one was watching. So no one was watching to know. And Norma, they screwed me.
They screwed him.
No, you screwed you.
Well, what am I going to do? I mean, there's
You
no
gotta
way
pay
to
attention
argue
the
that.
ball, man.
It's hard.
There was no way I could argue that I had played only 4. No one was watching, and there were all 5 were there, and I was like, no.
He just hit
And I talked about it for 10 minutes after.
Oh,
and
well,
he
I got
drained
an
it.
extra hundo.
Wait, what was his first one? 2?
Two something. So he's over 500 now.
Is it?
On ball for a 5-ball game.
Oh, look at that multi-ball. I didn't know. Slick Chick's multi. What the hell's going on right now? Slick Chick multi-ball.
Love it.
This is what I want to do. Just bop them all around and get 375 before
I've tried
they
that
all
on
go
Kings and Queens. I've
Now,
tried
did
it
he
on
take
some,
a
and
picture
usually
of
it's a
his
bad
score
idea.
I
before
believe
he
so.
went to Slick Chick multi-ball?
I'm sure these guys.
Oh, we're gonna be pulling this up again if Jeff doesn't get this done in 4 balls. So Jeff needs 375 and 4 balls, or 5 balls.
Well, let's see if it repeats. But I don't know. It's gonna make my ride home tomorrow a little disappointing. But what are you gonna do?
Make sure you got the rig on you when you're playing
There you
next
go.
time.
Oh yeah. Well, most of the time,
every game.
look, when the rig's on me, I seem to have bad games, and then as soon as it's not on, I blow it up. So I don't.
8 bad ball
I've got a lot more worse games with me on stream than great games, unfortunately.
Speaking of great, Jeff's having him a great
Yeah,
ball.
they're just bouncing around.
Yeah, we probably won't be able to see about that whole 4, but let's
Almost
see.
think he's nudging
Oh,
up.
look at
That
that.
was
See,
beautiful.
that was good. You got it going upwards.
So Jeff's got a nice collection of games, probably 30 some odd games at his house. He used to run tournaments at his
dunk
house.
it. There it is.
That's
The
it.
dunk was
He's
good.
through.
And
Yeah, the dunk was good.
he's big on
look at
he's big
that.
on these
With the
older
horns.
Right, Jeff's big
Throwing
on
it
that.
2-inch
too.
flipper
Let's
games.
go.
So he's very good at them.
Oh, he's got the Slick Chick multi-ball also.
There it is. What's that,
Secret
ball 1 or 2?
Slick Chick multi-ball. Yeah, with ball 1.
So there's only 3 that came out. You see that?
Yeah, because that was ball 2. And then there's 3, so that's 5, right?
You said it was ball 1. I don't know, but we'll
no, I
find
thought
out.
that was ball 2. Was it not? Maybe I don't know.
Confusion in the commentator booth here, but I'm discombobulated because I knew I played 4 balls, and that would have advanced me instead of being in a playoff. So David Miller. Sometimes we're the windshield, sometimes we're the bug, right? In the end, it's only pinball.
Well, that's what makes pinball so great. You know, you have games where you can own it, and then you end up on a game like Slick Chick for a tiebreaker for your pinball life, and you just kind of have to hope it bounces in your direction.
Well, I like to take away a lesson anytime I can from like losses and stuff. So my lesson on this one is that someone should be watching when you're playing.
Make sure you're
And
counting the balls.
And similar thing happened 2 years ago in a tournament. So sometimes you got to learn that lesson more than once. But when it's so rare that it happens, you know, how paranoid can you be? And when it comes to this, you get overly paranoid. You seem like you're taking tournaments a little too seriously. So I don't know.
Well, I noticed sometimes you do got to check the reel. I had an incident one time at Free Play Florida in the Classics where
You want to go booth camp? Brian Dominy picks rush.
Brian Dominy's picking rush. We're moving it over.
And you'll complete your Free Play Florida story.
Yeah. So oh, I forget where the story was going now. 'Cause I got
Something
distracted.
happened in the Classics.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I stepped up and the reel was at 01 and it actually ate one of my balls because you got to check that reel state, make sure everything's zeroed out when you step up to play, make sure all the lights, if you know what's supposed to be reset.
And that was on a Classic. It was an EM.
Mm-hmm.
So on Rush, what they're going to want to do is try to stack a mode with multi-ball, and depending on the mode, you're really going for the hole-in-one on this game. And so it looks like Brian's probably chose this for that reason, similar to the T2. It seems like he's been driving the bus here. So you got two options. One is when you plunge it, hopefully you short plunge it, and you hit that upper loop there. It looks like it's going to be Spirit of Radio. He overshot the plunge. But if you start with Spirit of Radio, that's going to be your best bet.
I do like Spirit of Radio.
And at least because the target score is only 26 million. And then you want to get hit the time machine a few times to get the
so he started
multi-ball
La
ready.
Villa.
So La Villa, he's shaking his head because it's a single ball.
One, right?
It is, but you know, I still would want to stack a multi-ball with it for safety, especially when you're trying to get this done in one ball. And that's what can happen is you get slinged into the out lane there.
And once you're in that game mode, I mean, you really have to hit. There's one purple shot lit, and if you get stuck on the right ramp, then it makes getting points a lot harder.
Yeah. So ideally, you want to plunge, do that short plunge, and get the mode lined up if it's a desirable mode. But
there he had a shot at that.
Otherwise,
side scoop.
You want to hit that time machine a few times even before mode, so that way you'll stack it when you do activate the mode. So Tristan Stafford here with Limelight, he needs, let's see, it's 2 hits. There's 1, so now he wants to nail that up the middle one more time. There you go. So he's in Red Barchetta. I prefer subdivisions. It's more lucrative, but then it requires you to hit the time machine one time to activate the jackpots. But that said, he's in good shape here. So he's in Limelight. If you see those lime green shots go out, you go up the middle to relight them. So mainly, all he's got to do is keep this in play. What you are looking for though is that add ball with the mystery being lit, but it's not lit. So it looks like so he's still in multi-ball, but he now needs that right lane, almost rolled up there to light that was beautiful right there, flipper control, to get that far right lane lit, so that way it would light the mystery so you can get the add ball to scoop. And he got that lucky bounce into it, but he didn't hit the scoop because the ball drained on the left simultaneously, and it's really hard to concentrate on all those things at once. So he's at 16. He needs another 10. Mystery can give 2.5 or 5, but he didn't quite pull it out there for a 1. So, but he's got good progress. So it'll come down to what mode he lights. If he lights Spirit of Radio, he can just nail the cubbyhole shot. This is a LE. It is an LE.
I do like the LE cubbyhole shots better than the pros.
Yeah, it's safer. It'll bring it back to the right flipper there. So we got Larry. Larry has not played in hardly any IUPA tournaments. He's a regular at League, and this is his deepest run in a serious tournament. So congratulations to Larry.
He started this purple mode too.
Lavia, you make 3 shots in a row, you're very close to the 26 million, and that'll be 2 hits in the right ramp. It should bring it back to the left and try to. The diverter actually on the second one should automatically put it on the right, and then hit the cubby hole there. I call it cubby hole. It's actually a dead end shot. The cubby hole is actually behind the 3 targets on the left on the LE and premium. So the kick out on the LE and the premium, you can see sometimes it'll go to the right instead of down the middle. When it does go down the middle, there is a ball save, but it's very short on this machine. So 6 million. He's really looking to.
I didn't see that right here.
He's trying. I think knowing Larry, he's just trying to keep it in play right now.
Definitely trying to get that middle shot to start the.
Yeah, I think he knows, to get the multi-ball, but I'm not sure he's aware of the exact points he can get if he does hit the ramp twice and then the dead end, because it's if it's within 5 seconds of each other.
He would have been done in another game mode.
Yeah, if it's within 5 seconds of each other, he's going to get good multipliers on those jackpot shots, or the mode shots, I should say. So here, let's see if he hits it. Almost. I mean, that ball's flying.
There's a multi-ball.
It's hard to time it. So he got the combo points, and
it was not a multi-ball.
He's going to try to just a little late. It's really tough on this machine. It's an early shot on the right, and you trying to do it on the fly is very difficult.
Yeah, I feel anytime you're trying to shoot the middle, it's better to do with a ball when it's not moving as much. The faster the ball moves, the wider I find it likes to shoot. So any game you have Time Machine, you have Groot, Attack from Mars.
All right, Jeff Palmer. Songs don't matter on this game unless you just like the music, which I think this machine's one of the best pinball machines ever made. But then again, I'm a Rush fan too, but it's just an amazing machine. Ray Davidson and the whole team at Stern did an amazing job. The call-outs are unbelievable from the band. The rule set, just amazing. John Borg, phenomenal job for the whole team. And like many games, when they're announced, it did not have. There was a lot of skepticism, and we see that with almost every new game. There's always seems to be people with a little skeptical. But once you start playing these games, most of them play well and are a lot of fun.
And a lot of times, if there's like a glaring hole or a glaring exploit people start doing, they're pretty quick with getting the code patch out there. This game had the drum bonus.
Yeah, we saw that in the back cave pinball with Eric Stone, right? He really exploited that. And then they made a change. So there's that big points there on the dead end shot, 8 million, 8 million. One more, he's not even need another one, he's got it. So Jeff is doesn't play as much as he used to, so these rule sheets can be voluminous, right? So Rush's rule sheet's something like close to 20 pages, but you don't need to know all of it. I like to know all of it for certain situations you're in, but for this format of event, he just needed to know, let me get into multi-ball and start a mode and stack up a multi-ball and make the shots.
My gross strategy is shoot the dark blue, get the Spirit radio lit, then shoot the middle, and then you're okay to kind of party on, shoot some other shots, and they'll be advancing you in Spirit radio and your multi-ball. So
that's to me that's the best strategy for a 26 million target score on Pingolf, and potentially more than that. So I'm with you there. Brian Dominy, just trying to make sure he doesn't see too many strokes here. So he just hasn't found that time machine shot. You could see how he's off. And it's on this particular machine. It's tighter than most. I've played quite a few of these, including my own at home. It's definitely the machine I play the most. Easy shot usually for the left loop, but it's nice to be able to hit that side ramp so it brings it back to the left, so you can try and get it into the time machine, especially if you got multi-ball lit. Nice, yep. There it is. Let's see what he's got. Red Barchetta. Not as lucrative.
Yeah.
Not as lucrative as subdivisions, but again, you're going to use it as a tool.
Boom, 2 mil. he's starting to get his jackpots going.
Yeah, and it's not wrong to try to just take the mystery, try and go for the mystery, because the scoop shot's not not super easy. It's not that hard, but it's not super easy. So
that ball helps a
That's
lot
a
right now.
random return too.
and and if you don't get that out of ball at all, it could really make a difference. So I don't mind taking it a little early, even though you have some ball saved. You want to be kind of smart and wait, but sometimes that risk reward's not worth it. So I'm not sure what he's. Oh,
That's it, right? Yeah.
I was wondering if something was wrong with the game. I didn't see the score there.
You wanted confirmation.
Yep. All right, Tristan Stafford looking for what looks to be maybe 14 million. It's hard to. Oh, nope, 9 million because he's got 17. So I'd like to ideally start a mode, not just, not working man. That's for sure. That's one you wouldn't want. And a good point. Tom Sawyer also would be not one you would want to start. Big money's
That's
great.
not a bad one. That's a good one.
Yep. Just a few shots and he will be in the money.
Tristan's always hanging out towards the end of the tournament in the money. That's for sure.
Well, he's already $20 richer because he beat his pop.
Oh yeah, he's already in the money. There he goes.
So Tristan did make the Florida State Pinball Championships, as did you two gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the whole Stafford family made it. Shannon.
And a good time was had by all.
Oh, and he was so close there. So Shannon came in second in the state championships. He and I were very close in matches in the quarterfinals, and I had a couple mistakes.
Yeah,
So
I didn't get to
Larry
review the
looking
film,
for
but
I think about 7 or 8 million here.
It's all hearsay, Vince.
Yeah, there's no visual record. All right, so he's happy. He needs to hit up the middle though to activate the jackpots. I'm not sure if he's fully aware of that, but he did get wait.
It's a tough shot, the middle shot out of that right in.
Yeah, you really from a trap you can do it, but it's still again on this one
Yeah,
a
when
bit
it's
tight.
rolling, near
So
impossible.
now he's got him activated on the spinner and the dead end shot. A couple of those, and he'll be good to go.
He's still got his ball saved running.
Bonus will not be that much, so you can't rely on that for 6 million, 5 million more. And the points aren't coming yet. 22, 25. There, bingo, bango, bongo.
I think he's got it
Take
now.
a second until for him to realize. No one's looking to distract him or say you got it, and
be wrong
I
about
don't
it.
want to be wrong.
yeah, and when it's
for
close,
you, only
and,
for you.
and look, they're not crowding, they're not right behind him, right? So the
No, they're
digits,
same.
the digits,
And I keep
is that a
forgetting
5 or a
what
6?
It is. What is it? 27?
Right.
28,
28.
It's 26 actually.
26.
Yeah.
I keep
And that
forgetting
did
what it
happen
is.
in qualifying where someone in my group thought it was 45,000 and it was 48, and she
happens.
walked away.
It's
And
definitely a thing.
she was definitely kicking herself. It's like, okay, we need to double check when you step up to the game. Double check your target score when you're playing Pinball.
Always. And make sure it's your ball when you plunge.
Yeah, so
Yeah, that's so important. Such a silly thing, but
make sure you start the appropriate amount of games.
well,
It's so important.
so, that happened obviously to us. It's just kind of.
Are they done? They're not done, right? They're waiting
It's
for
just kind of
Tristan.
waiting for the ball save
Yes.
to go out and then drain it.
So I think they're plunging. Yeah, so player 2.
I think he. Why did
What-
he do
what
that?
just-
What did he do that for?
What's
He
going
must,
on?
He must know he's got the bonus or something.
Oh.
Oh, he was starting to plunge through. Oh, his mom saved him.
Yeah, we were all confused there. So Tristan misjudged what was going on there.
Yeah, he was
And
prepared
he
to
thought
plunge
he
that
had
ball
it.
out.
He thought he
Yeah.
had it.
And he
didn't know it was
so he
his
needs
ball.
2 million, and I
that's a
think
good
he's going
shot.
to get there.
You know,
but
if he can start the game
one,
up
one
right
shot to the rush targets with
Oh boy.
Boom.
with Bastille Day, and that's it. I knew it'd be enough points right there. So
I thought
There's
he
definitely
had
some
a
excitement.
shot.
There's some excitement.
That made me nervous.
yeah, so we hear, and you may hear it, that Tristan said he forgot he was second player. So he just, his concentration was elsewhere. It can happen.
Yeah, there's a lot of moving targets and moving parts in
And-
some of these tournaments with everybody hanging
And
out.
I think non-participants alerted him, but you know, if we're participants, we're usually going to alert a player. There are situations in tournaments where they say don't alert a player, like if there's a ball save. But
show you guys how you get.
I always do
Yeah,
it
what are your thoughts on that?
unless it's specifically said that that's a rule not to. Don't do that. I personally am going to say it. I'm gonna let
Pinball
them
is
know.
usually a pretty cheering on format, right?
Yeah, it's a really good point, Dr. Frank, that
I looked at it, I was like, oh,
in
geez.
pin golf,
I was like
there's,
this.
especially in between balls, but you're allowed to coach anyway.
Well,
and a lot of people don't realize that coaching, you're allowed between balls, but when the player's at the machine,
So that's
you
the
can't.
rule on the coaching is
Yeah.
when they're at the game during
cannot.
that ball, but anytime off machine,
Yeah, in
you guys
between
can
balls,
chat
same
shop.
match, yep, whatever. Some people think you're not
At
allowed
all,
in
right?
between, but that's specific in IPA rules. I've read it more than once. That particular thing.
We like
So-
to let people know how to play down here. We're a pretty tight knit community, tight knit family, so we often are loose with the tips and the information about the games.
If you're going to grow the sport and welcome new people in, I know at the women's tournaments at Silver Ball, especially with new players, after the match, then we'll take them through, or Sandra will take them through the rules. Hey, you want to do this and that. Not too much, but enough to say, do this and do that. That way next time they come back, or they
All right,
play
we
it
had two
again.
deferrals. Larry picked Jack's open.
All right.
All right, so Larry, 2 deferrals. That is very interesting. So if you're driving the bus in this format, you're only allowed to pick you're not allowed to pick the same game twice. So if you've exhausted all the games you want to play, and your other choices, you're like, I don't want to choose those, you can defer. And yeah, the other player you're deferring to, who's next seed, can pick one you don't want. But then again, depending on how many you've already chosen, they may pick something that you're comfortable with.
Let's go, Tristan.
How's that
Let's
like, buddy?
go. Looks great.
So Jack's Open, what you want to do here is, the plunge is 5,000 if you plunge one of those 4 lanes at the top. So you really want to know that the ball's going to go in one of those. This game is a bit floaty. So the more floaty the game is, the slower the ball goes, and the harder it is to predict where it's going to go in something like that in those top lanes.
That's totally
When you
right.
get one of those lanes, it's going to increase the value of the targets by 1,000.
So you want to get all 3 of them, but not 4 of them.
If you do all 4, it's going to reset them, as you said, Dr. Frank. And Dr. Frank won the Classics at Free Play Florida, so he knows these old
A
machines.
little bit about classics. It is kind of floaty, so bumping on the classics is definitely the skill you need, especially with this game. It has the out lanes that are 5,000. There's been times where I was able to get down in that out lane multiple times and bump over the rubber. And once you get the feel for it, that 5,000, that's a big point shot in this game.
And tilt does end game on this. It's a wedge head, but again, you're not penalized for it per se. And but you would have to start over.
Go for those deadly center targets.
Yeah,
Hey, and listen, going over may not be so bad if it relights all of my,
Right?
in lanes up top, to be honest with you. Oh, let's go.
So you want to shoot wide on this game for the reason that you guys
Bounce
just
it over.
said.
That's that bounce that I was talking about.
Yeah.
You can control that. That is very savable.
Well, you want to shoot wide because you can get your jacks wide on the first time.
That's going to hurt not getting one
And
of
the
those lit.
target
Because you
score
don't need to shoot
on
that
this
queen.
is, was it 50? Do you guys remember the target score? I think it was something like that. So he's got only one lane up there.
Save that. Too late.
So he's only got one lane, so those targets are, I think, are only worth 2,000. If you don't hit any of those up top, and you're
shots that he was.
you can hit those
Oh,
targets
there
all
it is.
day, and go
That was
nowhere
good
fast.
love.
So you also see the 3 queens.
Oh,
very
nice.
nice.
Save.
Bounce it, save it.
Oh,
Let's
geez.
go. Oh, let's go.
Beautiful.
Oh, I thought it tilted.
That's how you do
Nice.
that.
Let's go. That was a good one.
So he's like, what the hell? Do I have
Yeah,
it? Do I have it?
Save it now.
Rosso
Save it
shake
now.
on that one.
There's no bonus. Oh, it's
No.
45.
It's 45. All right, nice. So he got it with that.
He
save.
earned it. He earned it with that
Definitely
save.
got it with that save. You know, it's almost. Is it
So-
worth? If you know you don't in the game, is it worth when it's down there? Maybe giving it an extra hard save.
If you're that
You know,
close.
if you're that close, yeah.
And that's also a benefit of going later in position where you know whether you can make that call or not based on
So that
how
was
many
Larry?
strokes everyone else
That
had.
was
Yes,
Larry,
that was
right?
Larry.
And Larry had 3, 2, 3.
And you see
What did
the two
Larry
jacks
get?
there
I
at the
don't
bottom.
remember.
That's the
I don't
first
remember.
first
You get
ball.
2
You
or
hit the
3
two
balls?
jacks.
Larry, was it 2 or 3?
I thought it might have he done it in 2. It was,
Try not to eat on the stream.
it was very good.
Over there.
I'm on the line. Man.
So is this one live now?
Yep, nice bounce. And so what Tristan's looking to do is exactly what he just did. Complete the jacks. Now he wants the queens. It's okay to go ahead and hit all the other targets if you've got 1 or 2 of those lanes up top.
Oh, now
No,
he's
he's
got
gonna
2.
have
Oh,
two
now
up.
he's gonna get.
Bummer.
Get it over.
You
Get
should
it
have
over.
that.
Yeah.
So as Bob Matthews said, you want to milk those targets. You don't need to always go and try and reset it. And that's trouble.
Oh man.
So he doesn't. He's okay with getting 1 of these lanes, but I'm also okay with not getting them. And that 1,000 pop bumper will go on and off as well. Nice bounce. Rather than risk.
Almost there.
So
He's got that last queen. He's gonna
Bam.
reset now.
Whammo blammo.
So as you can tell, this is a game
That's a 2.
that you want to slow that ball down because if you rocket it, it'll rocket right back down more toward the middle. It changes the angle. So what Tristan was doing is letting the ball bounce. You have to be careful because you see the 2. If it rolls backwards, it'll go in that gap.
Yeah,
That,
so it
like-
makes live catching it a lot harder.
Yeah, if you got a really good drop catch, a really quick one, I've seen players control the ball that way. But this is a challenge when it comes to ball control. So the rubbers on this machine are friendly for letting it bounce versus like super bands or something, which would totally change the way that ball moves off the flippers. So Jeff,
Look, that's what you were just talking about.
commentators curse,
The
and it
Maloofs.
hadn't happened at all, and it's so weird. We talked about it, and there it happened. And he knows better. He knows, but he's got 2 lit, so he could just start nailing these targets and be there. Bada boom, bada bing, very quickly.
See, he went for the backhand on that one to keep the. There, see, he a little bit early.
Oh man.
Yeah, and if that ball's going quick, it'll move down on its own. But
And this might be good.
Too wide.
when you see how floaty it is, what we were talking about, it's just slow motion.
So he went for the backhand again for that one. He's got another jack on the middle and on the side.
And
Oh,
you see
there's
that quick
one
flip?
of them.
He was trying to do the little quick, soft flip, not too much power. And that's what you do on Jacks Open.
Yeah, I like a
Really
lot of
light
games
flips.
I can tap it. I don't ever like to do like this, Paragon. See, too early. So much
man,
later,
you're right.
you just gotta go, it's gotta be down there.
Yeah, and the timing, you time it just right, and
There's
it'll
that
work.
lane. Now he doesn't want any more lanes up top. He's got that right lane.
Yeah, don't club me, he's saying. Don't club me. Because that club is the remainder. So he just wants to nail that jack over there on
There
the
you go.
left. Bounce
That
it
was
off.
4.
Get it out of there.
Bounce it out of there. There
Nice.
it is. See?
Oh, he
right
thought
back
maybe.
in there.
I didn't know if he's like, did I tilt? What happened? Do I have it? I was surprised he looked up that early. You
Right?
know, so close. You
I
might
get
as well
scared
just keep.
looking up. Yeah, you might as well just keep playing if you're gonna look up. I feel.
All right, Brian dominates.
Gets reset it.
So I don't know how many points everyone has and where we're
I
at.
think it was 2 for Tristan, 3 for Jeff, and I'm not sure it was 2 or 3 for Larry.
He had it.
And this is the third game, isn't it? This
No,
is
it's the second game.
This is the second game. Okay.
I'll get you guys an update from the board.
Yeah.
when
So
it
we'll,
comes
we'll
out.
get everyone an update. This is
Oh, that was just a practice, or that was the reset ball.
no. This is if you get no points, no switches, you lose the ball. Some
Strays
EMs
lose it, so
yeah.
now this is ball 2. You're saying?
Yeah, some EMs are like that, and some are not, right? But you do want to know when it is because you don't want to intentionally like let the ball drain because you're not happy with the plunge. Like you missed the plunge, you're like, oh, let me just get another crack at the plunge. Like Matahari, you can do that, which is
Scared Stiff's another good one.
and Matahari, there is an EM version. So and
Sopranos, you can do that too.
And on a game like this, and also volley, sometimes you want to do this like cross angle, you
Yeah,
know,
bounce it
ricochet around, so that way you don't have this straight up and down because you use the middle of that flipper.
I like calling it going 3 rails. I go 3 rails.
Yeah, the middle of the flipper is dangerous on this game because you can
Right
see
there.
you can see what it wants to do. And yeah, you got to be careful with that. The ball will bounce a little odd on this. Not as odd as a lot of Gottliebs. Genie and some of these Gottliebs have just the strangest way the ball bounces in the geometry.
Finally got a club there.
So you've got two of them, and that was really, you know, good flipper move right there. To just in case the ball was going to bounce too high into the center, he flipped it just in time. So he needs a queen and a king to reset the targets. 36. That's if he gets one of them, it's going to be I think 3,000.
Slow it down.
Very nice.
Oh, you
And he goes for it. Oh,
A little harder.
he was going for it.
A little harder. He's just got that last card.
It would have
now.
been worth it because he needs 45 and he could plunge on a new game. There'd
with
been
the
no
new game, right?
no downside, but it's very so 6 of one, half dozen another. But then again, if he would have saved it, it would have been the optimal play.
Yeah,
But
so maybe give it a little extra oomph.
yeah, but it's so hard to realize that in the moment on the fly. So definitely not faulting Brian for that, but it's that, you know, sitting from here without having, you know, all that's going on in your brain while you're playing. That's that would have been worth taking the chance on. But if I was in his position, I very well might have done, you know, exactly the same thing. Need to just realize a little too late. I should have done that.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
not a common rule. I mean, that's usually when you tilt, you're done.
Yeah,
This, when you tilt and the game ends, it's okay. So I always like having those little kind of different rules to switch the games up. It does switch the strategy up in the middle of a tournament.
Yeah, it gets you away from like the habit. Like you got to realize, you know, you got this habit of doing
So-
something while you're playing, and then change that up because the rules are different.
Tristan and Larry both have 5, Jeff has 6, and Brian has 7.
So Brian's behind by 1 and 2, right? Because you said Larry and
Tristan both have 5.
And Tristan have 5.
So he's down by 2 strokes.
Jeff has 6. So this is anyone's game. Let's see where it's going, because I would suspect if I'm Brian, I'm picking the higher
He's been picking pretty
variability.
safe stuff. No, well, now you said he wants to
can't.
go the opposite
I
way
think
now.
he has to. Because he's behind. He needs to make up 2 strokes.
Go around the long way. Just go around. Go around that way.
I'm too lazy for all that.
Where's it going?
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin. Wow. That's an interesting choice.
You know.
So, target score 26 million. I'm glad it's on Led Zeppelin.
Fine.
So you've got a couple options. Number one, you want the skill shot, not
How are you looking there, buddy?
Not for the points, but the
Shoving
added
good
ball
or
save.
what?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you've got 2 targets on the
Took me
left,
all day,
lower
but I
left
got
there,
them.
that will light the left out lane ball save, right? So that's something to consider if you get the ball on the right flipper. But on this particular Led Zeppelin, the Zeppelin ramp there on the left is very tight, both from a backhand perspective and a forehand perspective. And playing between yesterday and today, the backhand was easier yesterday, and for whatever reason today the forehand's easier, but none of them are easy. I think your best shot is to go into the left saucer lane there and start your qualifying for the tour multi-ball.
Yeah,
Set it for the ramps and try and that way you hit the center ramp. You're going to hit that center ramp probably a few times, or the Zeppelin ramp, get credit. You're getting a 2-for-1 in the Zeppelin ramp, right?
So I like to skillful plunge here often, and I like to really get that lead lights down on my plunge, because those lead lights are what lets you get closer to the electric magic multi-ball. And usually when that thing comes up, I get pretty friendly with it. You know, you hit the spinners. It's usually, once you can get that mode lit, starting it is not as hard.
So you bring up a good point that this is, I think, the premium. So the premium and the LE have that electric magic there, and
so I want that lead target for sure on that plunge, that free plunge.
So the issue with the plunge on this machine is it was starting to just dribble up there, and it wasn't the power that you're used to when you hit the button. So you'd have to dial in the manual plunger to know where that shot is on the plunge.
And when you're doing that, it's often easy to miss the entire targets, let alone hit what you want. Sometimes you don't even hit the lead targets if you're manually plunging like that.
Yeah, so the skill shot is actually more challenging on this Led Zeppelin than others.
All right, see, now he's going to get it again. Let's see if he can get some more letters lit.
Yeah, and unlike some settings, you see the ball safe still on. You could actually drain it more than once.
I think I may actually air drain it to try to get that last target.
That's one way to go, because you can achieve that 26 million target score with the electric magic multi-ball. With that, and in some ways that could be easier depending on whether you qualify it with the lead and Zep letters that you're spelling. But it depends on where the ball goes as to what the game kind of gives you as to which path you might want to choose. But in any case, the path to the target score is multi-ball in this game.
Yeah, for sure. No matter which one you do the traditional green locks on the left or the electric magic. Once you're in there, you can get some good points to get to this objective.
Yeah, just a reminder for everyone. Like I said, we don't have access to chat on the screen that we're here, so we're not aware of what's going on with chat at all. Just in case there is anyone wondering
Anybody
about
out
that.
there? Anyone out there in the?
Oh, he had it in
Twitch
the
groups.
in lane, and he reacted like you're kind of supposed to. It's like bump it when it's in the out lane. So Jeff Palmer has 5. Is that correct? 6.
Jeff has 6.
So Jeff has 6. He's looking to.
He's a stroke behind.
If he can get a hole in one here, he's gonna
got
be
2
in
letters.
good shape. But you see that shot for the Zeppelin shot is tricky, and
That's a
he
shot
made
he
it.
wants.
That's 1.
Yeah, once you got that backhand, you can hit
Nice
it with either
shot.
hand.
Beautiful. And Jeff also made the state championships, and Jeff is amazing in that he doesn't practice. I need to spend time on games.
Boom.
There it is. So he's going to go for that Icarus target up top so he can get the multi-ball, the add-a-ball. The green lockdown bar button will spot one of those shots, and you need 3 of those to get the add-a-ball. So he's probably prioritizing that, but you have a lot of interference with these balls.
I think
so it gets tricky.
what Vince was going to say is Jeff gets to the state finals playing in 3 or 4 tournaments. I think in the case of last year, he played 7 tournaments. just played the big ones and knocked them down and crushed.
But he just like shows up and doesn't practice and just plays, and he's able to
Gets
figure
it.
out the shots on like he did here. Just figure out the shots, and not many people have that ability. I don't. I have to dial it in and practice.
Plus, he has the coolest pinball shorts in Disney in Florida. I'd have to say.
Well, the other
he's been
thing-
around long enough where his selection is dynamite. He's got all the good ones, like the Slayer one that Brian's wearing. My personal favorite that I don't have.
Well, Jeff just walked by, but I was going to say Jeff and his son Atticus are excellent ambassadors for the sport, and sportsmanship is phenomenal from them too. I mean, they're just so calm when they play, and positive attitude and good sportsmanship. Always shaking hands and wishing everyone good skill. So that's definitely something that I admire. All right, Brian Domine again, trying to go for that Icarus target up there so he can get the add ball.
He got into this one too.
Really wants it now.
And, ball saves off.
Hold on to one of them balls, maybe.
Ball saves off, but he's close to that hitting the target. But there it is.
That one right there.
So, because he hit it after one of the balls drained, he didn't end up with 4. He has 3. But in normal situation in this game, you want to qualify that tour multi-ball to get it, or at least start the qualifying, and then use Zeppelin to help you complete the tour. So you go from one multi-ball into the next multi-ball, which can set you up for the next multi-ball. You know, and you carries from one to the next, and that's how you kind of roll.
Minimize your risk a little
Yeah,
bit.
exactly. So he needs 26. He's got 24.
Not a lot of bonuses.
Great choice there with
There he
the
goes.
with the spinner shot there, and then he's got it.
Was that ball 2?
Yeah. So that spinner shot got him what he needed because it was a lit mode shot. Appears to me.
2 for Brian, bringing him to 9.
So Brian was behind 2 strokes.
So he earned himself some hope.
So he's got 9. Jeff's got 6. Larry and Tristan have 5.
What's
So
this hole?
it's gonna. Brian's hoping that no one gets target score here, and then there could be some interesting scenarios. Let's see, Tristan has got that backhand right there. Very difficult to do that backhand on the fly, so pretty much from a trap. Just missed it. Tristan's shot making is traditionally, as I've been watching him develop, is unbelievable. His accuracy is just continued to improve to uncanny accuracy
Feels
sometimes.
the shot with the full body flip.
right.
He gets
Puts
it
the
in.
tip into it.
Yup.
I
think it's
his
good
accuracy's
timing thing
fantastic.
too, and
Yeah,
when he gets that flip motion, that's his wind up for a throw.
Yep.
Like a quarterback would do.
And it's just I'm speechless at how much he's improved and how good he's gotten. And guess what? His dad, who's number 2 seed in state last year, and he's out, and Tristan's in.
Now.
So Tristan's starting to beat the old man a bit now. And
Someone's got it.
Shannon's so
Right,
tough.
somebody's got to do it.
Shannon is very tough. But I'm sure he's very happy to see Tristan.
Well, yeah, if someone's going to beat you, having your kid do it.
You would know as a new pop.
Oh yeah, we'll get her playing pinball pretty soon.
Yeah,
as soon
baby
as
Francesca's
she
not
can,
beating anybody
as
yet.
soon as she can hold her head up, well, maybe some people who I won't name. Maybe some
So
people who I won't
Tristan
name.
had 2 shots on Icarus. Look at that tip over. That was great. So 2 shots on Icarus, and he used the band boost button on the lockdown bar to get the last one. So he used the lockdown bar button to get that out of
Backhand's a
ball,
good one.
and that's
Boom, good
very well
combo.
may do what he needs it to do. Tristan went out first round in the state championships this year, as he did last year, but he brought Jeff Palmer to 7 games last year, and this year I forget who he played. It might have been John Moschella, but I'm
Now
not
he's
sure.
getting his
I forget who
rematch
he
on
played.
Jeff Palmer right now.
Yeah, 26 is the target. He just needs a couple shots here. That spinner, if it was lit, could do it. You could backhand that spinner too. But I think he's going to go for the right right orbit. Yeah. A little dicey to use the upper flipper there for any of us.
Close.
He needs 2
Close,
million.
close.
He says 60,
Nope.
650. Nope.
Another ball.
Yeah,
That's
see,
what I
he went
said.
for that
He said
right,
what
yeah.
I just said. He should have went for the
I
lock.
thought he was going to shoot, but he went for that
Because
left.
he would have been in
He
multi-ball
went
and
for
he
the
was
right
hitting
orbit.
that, he was
but
hitting that shot on the
that
fly.
left ramp, I would have went for that left ramp because he was hitting the lock shot too from the trap.
Yeah, and if you're not sure how many balls you have locked, you can see the 3 green lights there to the left of the Zeppelin. And as you lock each ball, it will stay lit there. So that's how you know like where you're at. Because sometimes you're playing, you might lock 1 or 2, but then you're not able to lock any. You're like, oh, how many do I have? So that situational awareness is important.
Is that electric chair come up?
So that's going to be a 3 for Tristan. Almost assuredly, he's going to get 8.
Yeah, the plunge will practically give it to him. And residual
Get
bonus
that
for
spinner,
sure.
boom. That's what I like to hit right there. Get that spinner going.
So this is what you were talking about earlier, right, Dr. Frank? Is qualifying Electric Magic, get enough spins on there with that
Boom, so you trap them in just going through the back
spinner.
way. Now
And then you
you're
get
gonna
an
have to hit a ramp.
insanely long ball save here to go ahead and get it initiated with that left little lane there, the left saucer. You see it's lit with lock. He needs to hit that, or the upper eject. So either eject is what he's looking for right now. And Led Zeppelin was brought back to the Asylum. It hasn't been here lately, so Larry may not be as familiar with it because you got to have a game on location sometimes to really learn it if you don't own it. So he's feeling good about this multi-ball. You don't have the Atta-ball at Icarus with the Electric Magic multi-ball though, so that's just something to keep in mind.
I do like just hitting that spinner is nice and
Yeah, and he didn't get a lot of value out of that multi-ball, but he does have the Icarus playfield multiplier going, but he couldn't take advantage of it.
You gotta hate that starting your multi-ball and you want more from it. Every time you start the multi-ball, you're thinking I can get to the end of the hole from here.
Right. And if you take your foot off the gas too much, if you panic too much or you relax too much, you fall short.
You got to do it just right, and then you'll be okay.
So, again, Brian Dominy has too many strokes compared to some other participants here.
So he likes to see people.
Oh, Jeff gets grace period here on the ball
I told
save.
you some people radiate extra ball save time.
Yep.
Flicking horror on them.
And the day I could have that happen, walk away and laugh at it, that's why he's my idol. Because I don't think I'd take it as well as he just did.
What are you going to do?
Exactly, though. It's admirable to just say, yeah.
So he just caught it, waiting for his ball save to die out, and then he's just walking off here.
If Tristan...
Now Tristan's looking to get a 3 right now.
Looking to get a 3.
And Brian had a 1, correct?
No, Brian
had a 2.
Yeah. So he's in the clubhouse with a 9 through this hole.
Yes, Brian had a 2. Okay, so
Tristan's got 5 plus 3 right now.
So Brian will not be able to win because Tristan will be ahead. Is ahead. So
that's a 3 for Tristan. He's
So-
got 8.
if Larry does not get target score on this ball, Tristan will win.
That's correct.
Well, what about Jeff?
Jeff's already.
Jeff was
passed,
1 behind,
so
so Jeff
he's gonna
coming
be at
in
least
here was
3
1 stroke behind Larry and Tristan.
It's not possible for him to get under 8.
So Larry needs to hit target score here.
And that would force a playoff, I believe.
No, the top two points.
Yeah, they would be. You're right. They would be tied for
Playoff for one
first.
game for all the marbles. It sounds like fun to me.
Yeah, I'm
Sorry,
rooting for
Tristan,
some.
Kind of
I'm-
hoping for that.
I was rooting for more pinball, but
But we got one more group too, right? There's 2 groups going.
no, this is it.
Oh, this is just the top 4.
This is it, baby.
The final for the final.
It's been a long day, and yesterday too. So,
and it's all culminated right here.
So Jeff knows if he can get target score here, he will.
Exciting, huh?
Oh,
Tristan?
yeah.
Wow, he was on fire today.
Thanks for coming. It's good seeing you again. Yeah, we got him in. We got him in with an 8 on the finals.
Dan and Tracy Coyle here, staying to the end, watching everybody, getting ready to depart for Tampa. Dan
Hey,
having
you
his
coming
name
to
on
another
multiple
reboot?
banners and
I like the
trophies here.
Where were you? I haven't seen you.
I know.
It's a long drive, man.
I know.
It is a long drive.
But we know people have been wanting to come out to reboot and stream and get the treasure chest.
Yeah.
He had a lot of. There's a lot of people there. 20 and something, almost 30 something. It's getting close to 30 people.
Getting good.
Drive
30
safe,
people
guys.
at
See you
reboot.
guys.
Maybe Vince will even drive up for reboot if there's 30.
I know that you guys are doing a big event coming up in a few months, and so we do plan to potentially be up there. So once we see what's what, if it's makes sense.
We have a big event we're trying to do for Stingrays,
Yep, the
Aqua
Stingray.
qualifying type.
So
we're thinking we're going to do it very much like Point Monsters, only you got to pay the $1 or whatever to the house to, you got to put the credit in the machine to play. And you can play as much as you want as long as you put the credit in the machine.
So Jeff's at 18. He needs 26.
Go in the back door.
He just needs a couple more shots potentially, depending on what shot it is. There's one of them. And it's going to take more than a couple.
Yeah,
that was not
that's
super.
better.
It's a little more. 22. It's 26. He probably doesn't have $1 million in bonus yet. Maybe close.
I tell you what.
Beautiful. Oh, that was. I thought it was done.
He made that spinner
slow it on
pan,
down,
but
slow it on
that's
down.
some dangerous stuff. I
25,
think that spinner down a flight of stairs.
28, 29. There you go. All right, so that's going to put Jeff at.
Jeff just got 3.
Yep.
It's a 3-way tie for second. 999.
Yeah, Tristan won.
Tristan won outright.
And Larry's done 2. 4.
So this is crazy, huh?
Player
A
13's
3-way
not
tie
done.
for
Player
second.
3's not done.
And
Yep.
Tristan Stafford earning the win.
Larry's got to do something, right? Or no? Yeah, Larry's got to get his.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Larry's
Yeah,
not
Larry's
done
got to
yet.
get his.
Oh,
If Larry does
Larry-
this, he's in for the
10.
tie.
That's right, Larry.
Tristan's our winner, though, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, for sure. There's nothing
No,
that can change that.
Shannon. I don't know if that's there is a 3-way because, like you
Yeah,
said,
no, because look, Brian has 9, Jeff has 9, Larry has to get 5,
He's gotta-
6, 7,
yeah,
8,
he's
9
That's right.
on his
right
fourth
now,
ball.
yeah,
So
right.
that's right.
if
The
he
way-
gets 4, then
I think
he's
it's
in
a
the
tie
tie.
right now.
yes.
There's
Yeah,
a 2-way
yeah.
tie right now for
Tristan's
second.
won. If Larry gets it, he's joining the 3-way tie.
If not, there's still
Yep.
more pinball.
More pinball. Bonus pinball.
I just don't want Tristan to be at the machine when player 3 comes
Yeah,
out.
look,
Don't-
he should just get away. Well, I don't want to plunge. I don't want anything
Yeah, don't-
silly to happen and knock my win down.
All
I
right,
plunged
Larry.
this guy's ball by accident. All right, so let's see what he can do now. Just got to get a few million.
You can get the multi-ball going or hit a bunch of mode shots, but the mode shots just it takes time for them to build up. You have to look at how many records he
Get it out
has,
there.
and
So that's it.
he just let off the gas there with the and his concentration, I think, with that outlane, and I don't know why they're saying
No,
he still
he's
needs
done.
to keep playing because
He's done. He's
Yeah.
got a 10, and then Jeff and Brian are tied with 9 for
All right, so Larry in his first
second and third place.
really significant IFPA tournament,
4th place. It's not
fourth
bad.
place. I'm sure he's thrilled because he's been playing in league for a few years. but hasn't really put much effort into the bigger tournaments that they've held here.
Well, it's a good effort. They're your first one you come. You're playing on the final table.
Yeah, he's really good at keeping the ball in play because I played with him a number of times in league. And he may not know the rules of every machine and every strategy, but if you could keep the ball in play,
and hit some stuff, that's how you keep it in play, and it starts hitting things, and you learn. So let's switch on over into the.
So before we can do the award ceremony, we have to go with this playoff for second
and third. Yeah.
And two old friends. Brian Dominy, right, and Jeff Palmer. Those two,
the OGs,
and David Paz were in the
Pinball OGs.
Same group. I'm sure if Sebastian Bobbio was here, he'd have been joining them. So the four of them, they've been playing for many, many years
The
here.
low IFPA number players. That's when you know when their IDs are really small. You know they're OGs.
Yeah, I don't know if you look at that, but I will look that up sometimes.
Brian's numbers, his IFPA
39.
39. Yeah, he's down there.
And I mentioned earlier Brian Dominy, who's tied for second here. He wrote the rule sheet on Adam's Family. And I played him on Adam's Family in a tournament not long ago. I'm like, really?
We need to find out where the rig is going for the tiebreaker. Let me try to figure that out.
Yeah.
To get us unstuck.
Hey, what's the tiebreaker on?
All right, I'm checking. 10:07. Oh my gosh, 10 at night here. I don't know where the last few hours went. We started the finals at 6:30. 16 players. We're down to the final 4, except it's actually 2 because we got the tie here. There's Jeff Webb there with the amazing
Did they go
looking
Jacks Open for their last
Asylum shirt from IPA
He's not
17.
gonna make it.
Omar gonna go, I guess, help Dr. Frank with navigating the rig. Congratulations, amazing, Tristan.
Thanks.
Tristan just walked by here. I had to congratulate him. Getting a tour of the Pinball Asylum here. First person point of view. There's Brian Dominy over there. It looks like it's going to be Jack's Open. And there's a little island of machines there, and so what Omar's doing is just navigating around to make sure that the rig doesn't bump into anything and squeeze through. So I don't think they started, but let's see what's going on here. He's taking the long way home.
Yeah. They're almost done, so.
Okay. So around the asylum in 80 seconds.
That's right. One final tour.
So I guess they didn't want to wait for the tiebreaker. I mean, you know, would have been some exciting play there for second place, but we will keep you updated here. And we will be doing the award ceremony momentarily. We're positioning the rig right there.
Are we all done already?
Yeah, we're
and,
done.
Once we do,
I got a 2.
Yeah, today just made me realize that.
Yeah, you got it every time, homie. You can
so
do
what was
it.
the result?
Jeff took 2, and
Okay.
I took more than 2.
So,
So
with
obviously you're going to stretch that camera out.
with that tiebreaker, Jeff Palmer takes second place.
And then
Brian
bring it up
Dominy
to
in
this so it
third place.
is over everything else.
Phenomenal effort from Brian. A lot of smart choices today.
We're doing trophies. That's going to be human.
And sometimes it's just
We're doing the trophies.
such a thin margin
Setting up for it right now.
between winning and
That wasn't human?
falling short.
All right,
So
then,
we're going to go ahead and
give us
switch
the,
to the award
score
ceremony, get that set up so you can hopefully hear that.
Oh, no, now you lost it. No, I'm never going to get that camera.
So with that, this is Vince Gellermine signing off here. Enjoyed commentating here at the Pinball Asylum's 8th annual Pingolf. Next event is going to be the Norma Jennings doubleheader Fair Strikes in a few months. So keep an eye out for that on the IFPA schedule. I think there'll be one other charity event I think they're trying to schedule. So that may pop up on the IFPA calendar soon.
Yeah.
And we love to have your support coming on out to Pinball Asylum 2.0, which will be moving all of this in the next 30 days.
Almost all of it. I'm sure some.
What's gonna a few?
Well, we don't know. So that's what
a few pieces of paper.
How
and,
do you decide?
Errant screws and bolts.
How do you decide which getting the priority now? You get a whole new.
There's a lot of stuff here. I mean, like
there's a
stuff,
lot of stuff here.
Everywhere.
So it's.
So the mic's gonna pick up over there. You're gonna be able to, or you want to move this, or what do you want to do?
I don't know if we'll be able to pick up too much of it.
Especially unless they turn off the game. So I'm gonna go ahead and exit the booth. So it's been a long day plus yesterday because we were here playing at 6:30, getting a card in a fraction because we finished one card last night. So thanks again for joining us, everyone. There's David Denholtz.
It's cool that you guys do it as a family. That's pretty good, right? That just is really cool.
Nice job, yeah, so basically the whole thing was I was determined to
You try to point that over there a little bit.
Like streams. And in fact,
Unmuting it? Yeah, when that's not dancing around, it's on mute.
That reminds me, even the best player in the world.
And I'm bumping that so that maybe we can hear
Don't blow every game up every time.
We could probably plug this in real quick.
It's not like
I guess we can start wrapping up.
Yeah, we probably should. So it's like you're always got a shot because it's whatever you do at that moment in time. Wait a second. Make it beside your son. You the youngest to win one of these tournaments?
What about Braden? He got 4. He got 4.
So, listen.
Hey, this is tough.
He's got to be close. You guys know his name? Torm's out year 12, right? He's 13. Because Atticus is the only one I can think of. That's what it won one. Even Nick wasn't winning that. And you're talking about winning here? Yes. I have to check, but I think so. He might. I think he might be the youngest here.
That's entirely worth.
Because of the people you play against. It's just not do that. David, I'm going to ask you too. Is Tristan the youngest winner here in a major something big? Yeah, the youngest winner.
Well, he's the only winner here right now, because we're all losers now. We get to go home.
Explain to our wives.
Yeah, how we left them to come get beat by a kid in Pinball.
Big accomplishment tonight.
Yeah, absolutely.
Grown
Man.
man. Laid low.
Yeah, all you did well.
Yeah, thanks, bud. Miller, we got a hot mic right here. All right, let's see if we can pick this up.
Hey, where'd this come from?
Let's see if we can pick this up. There you go, Larry. up with 4th place.
Third place, one of our oldest asylum inmates. I think he was here from the very beginning. And one of the guys that when I first got into tournament pinball, not that I ever did well with tournament pinball, I always enjoyed it. I always looked up to him and thought, this guy's a great player. He's playing a long time. Ryan Humley.
Ryan Domney knocking down 3rd place.
Another one of our original inmates goes way, way back. Another guy that I've admired for a long time. He's a great player. One of the best in the state. Jeff Palmer. My friend. Three. Good job. And finally, our number one player. This is really a pleasure to see this kid. Young man. Old dad. Pointed out to me. Youngest winner of all time. Pinball side. Well done.
Tristan taking home 1st place.
One go, team. Now wait a second. Don't let me take the spotlight. You did very well today. Right? There's something. Wait a second. And there's something I have to give you. Normal said every time. Last time we beat me, she would give $40.
There we go.
You're taking your dad's money, Kristen. We're up there.
I want Stacy and Tristan and
Shannon
first, and then we'll get everybody.
Yeah. Sorry, y'all.
No,
Hey, don't
you know
apologize.
That was a
That's
great way
awesome.
to end us being in this space.
Yeah,
It really
great
was.
way. Great
'Cause I
way to
really
end the
feel
night.
her. I really do. I feel her tonight.
Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, smile. One more time, smile. Smile. It's beautiful. Top 4. You pick who will stand.
You're in the winner's circle, Tristan.
You're 1. Wait a minute, where's the 4?
Oh, Larry, get up there, babe.
Woo! We have to break Larry in. He's like, what am I doing?
I know, yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, smile. 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 Keep smiling. Damn it. Smile. Alright, we'll do one more this way. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this was a job. I want to make sure that the client is happy. There we go.
God, you guys all did a great job.
Sinners have to clean up the place.
Awesome. Well, so there you have it. Thanks for hanging out with us. Dr. Frank Batcave Pinball. Streaming at the Asylum. Last tournament ever at this location.
Sad stuff, man.
Omar's okay. He's okay.
And I'm alright.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was emotional. You know, they lost Norma here, and it's a lot of memories. I'm sure that kind of closing the door.
Yeah.
It's good that they're so close for the next one.
And a great way to end it. Great way to end the night. Great way to end the last tournament ever at the Pinball Asylum 1.0.
Yeah, for sure.
We'll catch you on the 2.0 later, y'all.
Yep. Peace out. I'm 1096.